Okongwu, he must have known something that somebody else didn't know tonight, because he's had a heck of a game. 25 points for the fifth-year center out of USC for Atlanta. Trae Young has 24. George Niang, his efforts cannot go overlooked. He didn't play at all in the first quarter, and I don't know how much he's even sat here since then.
George Niang stepping up, showing his veteran experience, as well as Karis LeVert. Those two guys with 35 points off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks, where they struggled against the Orlando Magic, but they have won the bench battle in this game over the Miami Heat, and now looking to have at least one more point by the end of this first overtime here to see who makes it to the playoffs.
5 players for the Heat with at least a dozen points, led by Tyler Hero with 24, Bam Adebayo with 17, Wiggins with 18. And this overtime period is brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Adebayo stands left of the circle, Okongwu on the right. And the ball is up, and the tip is swatted into the backcourt left. Adebayo's right hand. 5 minutes to decide who goes on to the playoffs for the 8th and final spot in the Eastern Conference. Wiggins between the circles, stops his dribble, and encroaches upon him. Bounce feed left for Adebayo, who faces the near sideline. Lobs right of the lane for Wiggins. 7 to shoot. Jabs with his right. Spins left. Play up against 2 defenders. Falls off to the right. Pinballed up in the air. Okongwu with a trampoline bounce to go get it. And a foul is called against Miami's Andrew Wiggins.
And Wiggins, with a frustration foul that he missed that opportunity, goes over, smacks Okongwu. No penalty yet, but you don't want to give up that foul this early.
Trae Young with a laser pass into the lane, and it's out of bounds. Was looking for Trey Mann, who then goes to the officials to say, the reason I didn't catch that is because I was being held. Well, if that was happening, nobody caught that he was being held. So 4:20 overtime, 106 all our score, Miami and Atlanta. Up top, Hero, catch and shoot 3, and that is down. Tyler Hero continues a great shooting night. He's got 27, and he is the game's leading scorer. 109-106 Miami.
But that good look has to be credited to Davion Mitchell for beating Trae Young downhill.
And Trae Young gets into the lane, up with the right hand in. He looked behind him, nobody was there, nobody was in front. So it goes 3 for Miami, 2 for Atlanta, 109-108, Heat by 1. 3:45 here in overtime. Mitchell, top of the key, steps back, fires a 3, got it! And a couple of possessions, a couple of 3-pointers for Miami, 112-108. Trae Young stops his dribble at the left block and gets called for a travel. He dragged the pivot foot, and that's a turnover.
How about Davion Mitchell on back-to-back possessions for the Heat? One, he gets downhill, makes the right pass, which ends up resulting in a Tyler Hero 3. The second possession, they go under the screen. He knocks down his second 3 here late game after he's disrespected by guys not guarding him beyond the 3-point line.
Heat with the ball in a 4-point lead as Daniels slows down Hero, bringing the ball into the front court right. 3:15 to play here in overtime. Hero, high left wing, guarded by Okongwu. Keeps the right-handed dribble, crosses over to his left. Chest pass into the corner, Mitchell 3. Oh, another one! They are red hot here in overtime, and it's the Heat by 7.
How about Davion Mitchell stepping up, been responsible for all 9 points.
And an offensive foul. Trey Mann ran into Davion Mitchell, and it's called and going the other way. Quinn Snyder's looking back to his bench to see if they want to challenge that. 3 minutes exactly to play here in OT. And they don't.
Terrence Mann just running down the floor, and Davion Mitchell stepping in, picking up the offensive foul. Not a popular call here in this building. However, Davion Mitchell making a difference on both ends of the floor.
Hawks looking for a stop, down by 7, 115-108. Wiggins starts to drive from the left angle, stops in the lane, shoots and scores. Miami unconscious here in overtime, up by 9, 117-108. Daniels left wing, into the corner, Okongwu, his 3 is down. They needed that, 117-111 with 2.5 to go.
Okongwu continues his great evening thus far, making a 6-point game once again.
In overtime, 11 points for the Heat to just 5 for the Hawks. And now it's 2:10 to play. Mitchell, right side free throw line extended, feeds Adebayo in the paint. Jumper doesn't go. Okongwu with the rebound. comes the Hawks, down by 6 with 2 minutes to go and their season on the line. Trae Young, 26 points tonight. Right side, free throw line extended. Step back triple. You bet! 117-114. He gets Atlanta within 3.
No lead is safe when you got a scorer, a shooter like Trae Young on the floor. Trae getting up 94 feet, doing the job defensively as well.
Wiggins at the left elbow, stops his dribble, fires out. Hero, right side 3. Oh, it's good! Oh, the Heat are a cheat code in OT.
It's been all about big shots here in this overtime period, and I'm sure we're not done.
Hero's got 30, and Davion Mitchell gets called for a foul against Trae Young in the front court left. 120-114, Miami with a 6-point lead and 134 to go in OT. What a remarkable start here to overtime, shooting the ball for the Miami Heat. And now Terrence Mann comes out as George Niang comes in. He's had a great game as well.
Yeah, offense, defense, substitution on the offensive end. You want to get Niang on the floor, but you want to have Terrence Mann back on the floor defensively.
Daniels from between the circles, spins into the paint on the dribble. Shot off the backboard, no. Offensive rebound, LeVert. It's up top. Okongwu works in and Adebayo. His shot is no good. Loose ball, left block. Young's got it. Fight for it. It's poked away. Everybody's got a chance at it on the floor. And we've got a whistle with 1:13 to play as Hero does come up with it.
A great job defensively by Bam Adebayo there, and as the loose ball, the scrum happens, multiple guys getting on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. I believe Karis LeVert and Tyler Hero will jump it up on the Hawks offensive end.
So it's to the free throw line left end. LeVert closer to the top of the key, and Hero is inside the red painted area. Heat 120, Hawks 114, 113 in overtime. Loser's season is over, and the winner takes on Cleveland, the #1 seed in the East, starting on Sunday. Jump ball is up.
Hey, sports fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Toronto Sports Insider during the Playoff Pulse. Our mission is simple, bringing sports fans together to hang out, cheer, and change the world one insider at a time, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game.
Cheers, insiders and sports fans from around the world. The Playoff Pulse campaign on Toronto Sports Insider is uniting fans worldwide through the thrill of NHL and NBA playoffs. Every game, every fan, every moment counts. The link is pinned in the chat and in the description. Check out our campaign page. Donate if you can, or share it with friends. Holy Mackinac! Every click helps sick kids heal the future. Just by being here, you have already made an impact. Now, chat it up, keep it classy, and let's keep changing the world one insider at a time.
Miami with just 23.7 to go.
Davion Mitchell not only made the three, but he got the offensive rebound on that possession to get his team the basketball back. And as the shot clock goes down, another 20 seconds off the clock. 14 seconds off the clock. Mitchell knocks down the three ball at the end of the shot clock. And as you mentioned, very well could have put the dagger into the Atlanta Hawks season.
Well, it's been better than 2-for-1 scoring for Miami here in overtime with 23.7 to go. We were tied at 106 to start overtime after Andrew Wiggins missed a shot at the buzzer to win it for the Heat. Here in overtime in 4.5 minutes, Miami has scored 17 and Atlanta has scored just 8.
And when you consider that Davion Mitchell has scored 9 of those 17 in this extra frame, he has been the guy offensively. And then you consider that he got the offensive rebound, also created the first three made by Tyler Hero. Davion Mitchell has absolutely stepped it up in the highest fashion for the Heat here at clutch time.
Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra said this season, and specifically this final stretch, has tested him as a coach. It's made him better, but it's tested him mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way possible. And through all that, says he's still having a lot of fun.
He is enjoying this moment. He's enjoying this time, especially with this team. Has talked about how much of a great experience has been to coach this group and does not want it to stop here tonight.
A win for the Heat puts them into the playoffs for a 6th consecutive season, which would tie a franchise record for most consecutive seasons. The other 6 seasons were his first as a head coach, which came with a couple of rings. Inbound for Niang, just right at the top of the key, fires a 3, wide to the left, and Tyler Hero kept Dyson Daniels on his back, boxing him out, preventing him from getting the rebound. 18.8 to go, and a good number of the 17,000 here tonight have started to file for the exits, sensing that a Miami victory may well be imminent.
Eric Spoelstra going out, calling the timeout, and immediately goes to Davion Mitchell to dap him up because he has saved the Heat season here in this overtime period. Davion Mitchell becoming the star for the Heat in this extra session.
It was so fascinating looking at the starting lineups coming into this game because Trae Young at 26 years old is the oldest guy in the starting 5 for Atlanta. Then you've got Miami and Bam Adebayo, who's 27 in his 8th year. Andrew Wiggins in his 11th year. Khalil Ware is just a rookie, but how much do you think experience matters in a game like this?
The experience absolutely matters because when you think about the production that Atlanta got from Karis LeVert, from George Niang, guys who have been here before in comparison to what they got from Zachary Ricochet, and nothing against the rookie. However, this is the first time he's seen this type of action these last 2 games in the play-in, probably the 2 biggest games he's ever played in his career, and they haven't gone well for him. These are the experiences that Quinn Snyder talked about. You have to learn to compete in major moments, and right now the rookie was unable to stand the test. Though on the other side, Khalil Ware, the rookie for Miami, played great, but they didn't need him at crunch time. They've had a number of veterans that they can rely on down the stretch who have been here before and, more importantly, have got playoff experience and looking to build on that this season.
So it's Miami ball out of the timeout. They lead 123-114. 18.8 to go in overtime. Inbound to Wiggins between the circles. Gives to Hero under the basket right side, who holds and lets the clock wind down. 10 seconds to go. The Miami Heat will survive here in Atlanta. Their bench gives a standing ovation for a 123-114 final score, and they are on to Cleveland to take on the #1 seed Cavaliers on Sunday at Rocket Arena.
Well, when the Heat left South Beach, they packed to be able to go 2 games and then to Cleveland for 2. They expected to be where they are, and now where they are is the first 10th seed to ever advance to the NBA playoffs.
One of those has happened tonight, and a second very well could come later on.
15.4 turnovers per game, and they get over 19 points off of those turnovers. Mavericks absolutely have to take care of it. Mavericks did a really good job forcing turnovers themselves against Sacramento, and the Grizzlies are very turnover-prone, 27th in the NBA in turning it over at nearly 16 a game. There's an opportunity there for extra possessions that are going to have to be accounted for. It's time now for the starting lineups, and let's have the Mavericks introduce themselves.
PJ Washington, 6'7", University of Kentucky.
Anthony Davis, 6'10", Kentucky.
Derek Lively II, 7'2", from Duke.
Klay Thompson, 6'6", Washington State.
Najee Marshall, 6'7", Xavier University.
At the Mavericks starting lineup, and Brian, Jason Kidd is just thrilled with this combination. Kind of fell into it, at the end of the regular season, starting with that game against Atlanta, but it really has given his team something, especially in these first 6 minutes of the game.
Well, it's on both sides of the ball. We know what the knife can do in terms of driving and attacking that basket. He keeps the team organized on that end, and there's so much length, getting that deflections, getting into the lane, walling off that paint. That's going to be really important. If you take Ja Morant out of his game, does that kind of muck up the offense for Sacramento?
The Memphis starting lineup brought to you by Florette, prepared to be floored. Of course, they're coached by their interim coach, Tuamas Izolo, who took over after the Grizzlies were 44-29. He is 4-6 since taking over, including the loss on Tuesday to the Warriors. And he'll start this lineup at the forward. Desmond Bain, 6'5", his 5th year from TCU, 19.2 points, 6.1 rebounds. Jaren Jackson, 6'10", his 7th year from Michigan State, 22.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, 7th in the league in block shots at 1.53. The rookie Zach Edey in the middle, 7'4" from Purdue, 9.2 points, 8.3 rebounds. The leading rebounder in the NBA in the month of April at over 15 a game. In the backcourt, Scottie Pippen Jr., 6'1", his 3rd year from Vanderbilt, 9.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, 4.4 assists. And Ja Morant, 6'2", his 6th year from Murray State, 23.2 points, 7.2 assists, which is 8th in the league, 4.1 rebounds. The Mavericks tonight in their Navy associations with the white numbers and letters, Mavs across the chest, white piping around the shoulders and neck and down the sides. They shoot to our right in the first half. The Grizzlies in their throwback Vancouver Grizzly uniforms, white tonight with the Grizzly logo and numbers in teal, and the Grizzly logo in the front and on the side, the left side of the pants. They will shoot at the basket to our left. The officials tonight are David Guthrie, Courtney Kirkland, and Sean Wright. Ray Acosta is the alternate, Andy Nagy at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey.
A much different atmosphere than 5 days ago in this building. Chuck, it's win or go home.
The Miami Heat have defeated the Atlanta Hawks in overtime, 123-114. So the Heat, the 10 seed in the East, get to the playoffs. Will the Mavericks, the 10th seed in the West, get to the playoffs? The first time it's ever happened, and the Mavericks will get the first look at it tonight as Lively wins the tip. Backwards to P.J. Washington. In the jump circle, veers off to his right. A screen by Marshall. Turns the corner, tried to drop into Marshall, and then Morant able to drop off and intercept the pass in the middle of the lane. Now to Bain, left corner. Jackson left alone for 3. He hits.
Yeah, terrible on both ends. You committed a turnover and you didn't run Bain off the three-point line.
And Washington will try it again for the Mavericks as the Grizzlies with the first points of this play-in game. True play-in game here. Win and you're in, lose, you go home. Davis, top of the arc. Davis, top of the circle, will pull up, and that's off the back rim. Long rebound. Tipped, controlled by Memphis. Morant got it off the hands of Marshall. Through the lane, Pippen right to left to the trailing Jackson against Thompson. Into the left, blocking shot, blocked from behind, but it came to Edey, and he laid it in. Moving right to left as he got away from Lively.
We talked about those offensive rebounds. There's one right there.
Memphis, an excellent offensive rebounding team, 3rd in the league. 12.9 offensive rebounds per game. Thompson misses from 20. Off one leg, rebound to Morant. He'll walk into a 3, and that's wide to the right, an air ball. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Dallas ball with the Grizzlies a minute into the game, up 5-0.
You want him shooting threes. The Mavs look a little rushed in their offense early on.
Washington will bring it up along the left side. Against Morant, went to the ground, lost the ball. Bain knocked it away, picked up by Edey. Here comes Morant. Behind the back, met by Lively. The trailing Pippen floater is good. It's a 7-0 start. Jason Kidd not going to take the early timeout at least yet.
Sucking that defense in and finding the open player on the runner.
Well, a couple of turnovers early certainly have not helped the Dallas cause as Davis will have it now at the top. Met by Pippen, pushed it left, wide left, terrible pass. And Pippen got the ball and a loose ball foul against the Mavericks.
Couldn't have a worse start. 3 turnovers in the first minute and a half of this one. We talked about it off the top. I said you got to keep control of the basketball. And this swarming defense has made it hard, and the Mavs got to be up for the moment.
Morant will bring it up. Wearing the pink shoes, left to right off the pitch from Bain. Now to Bain, circling left to right, play by Lively on the switch. He'll back up on the dribble, middle of the floor, drive to his left. And then back up now, crossover, right to left, goes to the ground, lost the ball, Lively got it. Good defense by Lively, moving his feet. Here comes Marshall, to the right to Thompson, rhythm dribble, take the 3, and knock it down to put the Mavericks on the board 2 minutes into the game.
Lively's ability to guard in space.
And at the other end, Morant driving, missing. And a whistle and a foul call before Zach Edey followed that one home. It'll be a 2-shot free throw for Ja Morant.
He wants to play with pace, and he rocketed down the court right then, and he looks like he's grimacing a little bit. He's in pain.
Now he's bent over at the waist, hands on the thighs. It's killing him here, but again, it's win or go home. And even if they win, I'm sure they'll look at it and say, look, you won't play Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe not play in game 2 and then get back here to Memphis and see where we are.
This is a regular season game. I don't think there's any way he'd play.
2 free throws for Ja Morant. and the Grizzlies with a 9-3 start.
Mavs have to settle down, play their game.
Here's Marshall along the left side. Dragging to his right, Lively to screen, back to his left against Morant, back to his right, top of the charge circle, right corner. Will find Davis for three. It's short. Weak side rebound, knocked away by Edey, knocked away by Washington, saved by Davis under the basket, and he hit the back of the backboard on that save attempt. It'll be the Memphis Grizzlies ball.
Yeah, Davis 3, Davis long 2. Those are not their optimal shots.
Here's Morant along the right side. Now cuts to his left. Shot fake, couldn't shoot. Behind him to Pippen. Laid off to Morant, right wing against Lively on the switch. Moving to his left slowly. Between his legs, dancing left to right on the drive. Trying to take it off the floor. He got Lively off his feet, missed it. Tipped by Edey, no good. Lively got the rebound.
Lively, great job not fouling.
Here's Washington up the right side to Lively in the middle, and he'll put it up, no good. Rebound Davis, and he got fouled by Edey, and he'll go to the line. And I'm not sure if Lively was trying to actually pass that ball to Davis on a high-low.
Yeah, he just short-armed it, but Davis was underneath. That's why it's good to have those two bigs to get that offensive rebound and draw the foul. The Mavericks just a little tight here early on. And that relentless pressure by Memphis just adds insult to injury on the other direction.
So Anthony Davis, a perfect 6 of 6 on Wednesday night in Sacramento. Hits the first one. Davis has never lost a play-in game. 4-0 in those games. 24 points, nearly 13 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks on average. And try to withstand the early Memphis push as Davis hits the second free throw. The Grizzlies 9, the Mavericks 5. 3 minutes into the game. Pippen walks it through the center circle. Bounce pass left to Bane. Chased by Marshall. Now against Thompson. Screen by Edey. Show by Lively. Got away from Lively. Cross-court whip. Jackson left corner 3 is good. Settles home. Tell you what, that was a tremendous play by Desmond Bane.
It was, and you just got to get out to those shooters.
Here's Marshall. Pick and roll with Davis. That didn't work. Pass too wide. Goes out of bounds. And already 4 turnovers for the Mavericks as the Grizzlies run it up. Bane in the middle, met by Lively, and not enough on the pass to the wing, stolen by Marshall, ahead to Thompson. One bounce, rhythm dribble, pull up 3, good for the left wing.
Oh, and he's talking to the crowd. 6 early points on 2 threes for Clay. You need another performance tonight.
The Grizzlies 12 and the Mavericks 8 as Morant will walk it up along the right side. And he'll drive on Lively. Got inside it. Changed hands from right to left. What a finish that was. And a foul on Lively, too. And a chance for 3 for Morant. That was a tremendous finish.
You've got to stay vertical and not foul when he's driving in. Putting him on the free throw line just adds more insult to those drives and buckets.
As the Mavericks pick up their 3rd team foul. And the free throw is good by Morant. The Grizzlies with a 15-8 lead. Almost 4 minutes in. As Marshall will work toward his right. Chest pass left to Davis outside the arc. Screen by Lively. Davis put it on the floor inside the arc against Edey. Backing up. Can't get the shot away. Nobody moving. Thompson cuts back door. Had to go back to Marshall. 3 to shoot. And 2 and 1 over Morant. And he hits it just before the shot clock buzzer goes off.
Bailed out another tough possession.
15-10. Grizzlies 5 of 8 to start the game. Mavericks 3 of 7. Along the right side, Morant against Marshall. Put it on the floor. Hesitation. Right to left to the top, and Pippen catch and shoot 3 is good.
I wonder if Pippen was going to start this game, but he's in there and uses that wise 3 right there.
Grizzlies 3 of 4 from deep to start the game. As Marshall left baseline, tried to drop it off to Lively, off his hands, came right back to Marshall, and out to Washington for a right wing 3 that rims out. The rebound taken by Morant. Away from Davis, up the right side, showing no ill effects so far, crossing over right to left, and lost it going up, and lost it because he got fouled, and he'll go to the line, and John Morant, whatever ankle issues he might have, they are not evident here in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, the Mavericks on the offensive end just look clunky and out of sync. And Morant and Davis talking a little trash to each other, and neither one of those guys are going to back down.
P.J. Washington picking up the foul. That's his 2nd and the 4th team foul against the Mavericks.
You can see what Memphis is trying to do there, pushing the pace when they can off turnovers. And then in a half court, it is Morant attacking that basket.
I was going to say, no team plays faster than Memphis does.
Yeah, and if they don't have that shot inside, then the three-pointer from the outside once the defense collapses.
Mavericks bring Dante Exum into the game to replace Derek Lively as they'll go a little smaller, only with the one big in Davis. That's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. That's what a hamburger is all about. Morant with 2 free throws to give him 7. And the Grizzlies with a 10-point lead early at 20-10, 5 minutes in. Top of the circle, Davis against Santi Aldama, who checked in as well. And driving it, Aldama knocked it away. Picked up by Bain. 3-on-2. Bain to the top, to the right, to Conchar in the right corner, to Aldama. Open right wing 3, ribs out. Offensive rebound, Edey. Put it back up, missed it. Put it back in again with a foul. And a chance for 3.
Klay Thompson huddling the Mavs together, telling him to calm down. He's been here before. Timeout on the floor.
6:44 remaining in the first quarter. And it has not started well for the Mavericks tonight in Memphis. The Grizzlies with a 22-10 lead on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
Elevate your dining experience at Sear Steak and Spirits, one of Dallas's top-rated steakhouses. With breathtaking views of downtown Dallas, every seat is one with a view. Chef Aubrey Murphy crafts bold, unforgettable flavors using choice cuts of steak and locally sourced ingredients for an evening that's as remarkable as the view. There's only one place in Dallas, Sear. Reserve your table at sersteak.com. That's sersteak.com. Elevate your dining experience today at Sear Steak and Spirits.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot Me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Replacing your floors can be a struggle, but it doesn't have to be. At Floret, we have a better way. Floret is a company dedicated to revolutionizing the flooring industry and taking the hassle out of updating your floors. We provide premium, sustainable flooring crafted with only the finest materials and finishes to add style and elegance to any space. Our floors are quality tested to make sure they do more than look good. They're pet-proof, kid-proof, waterproof, and life-proof too. No hassle, no fuss. Just great-looking floors. A beautiful space starts with a beautiful floor. Find yours today at floret.com.
You're listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball. 97.1 The Eagle.
I'm not sure. You have to ask them. We just try to show our presence on the defensive end. We watch a lot of film. Salonis and Valanciunas, and just learn from inside out, knowing that it's win or go home. But we just try to make sure that we were prepared. From that, it was playoff atmosphere. So even tougher on Friday.
There's Anthony Davis with tonight's Dallas Morning News quote on the game on the defensive effort on Wednesday night, which was exceptional in Sacramento. It has not been that so far tonight in Memphis. 6:44 remaining in the first quarter. That basket that Zach Edey made at the timeout was actually waved off and a foul called on the floor on the offensive rebound. Hilsey shooting free throws as we resume. It's a 20-10 lead for the Grizzlies. Memphis 6 of 12 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3. More importantly, Brian, for the Mavericks, 5 turnovers already against a Memphis team that has been active, and the Mavericks themselves not moving the way they moved the other night.
You're also now 6-2 deficit in rebounds, and 3 of those were from the offensive end, so they have more offensive rebounds than we have total rebounds.
Zach Edey on the line, the 9th overall pick in last summer's draft, the 2-time National Player of the Year at Purdue, and the first free throw is good. And already with 6:44 remaining in the first quarter, that last foul is on Najee Marshall, and the Mavericks are over the limit now. So Memphis will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the first quarter. Edey, a 71% free throw shooter. And he misses the second one. Rebound off the hands of Davis, taken by Bane. Got it back out to Morant. Another offensive rebound from Memphis as Morant spins in the lane and throws it up against the rim. No good. Great challenge by Thompson. And the rebound taken by Dante Exum. And here comes Exum against Morant on the drive. Now met by Edey. Backs up on the dribble. And telling Washington to clear out as Exum picks up the dribble. Lob to Davis. Met by Aldama. They don't double him yet. Davis to the top. Marshall left to Exum. Swing. Washington show and go through the lane. Right corner, and again, Thompson wide open for three. But he pulled the string on that short. And the rebound taken by Edey. To Bane on the fly up the right side. To Morant in the middle of the floor. Morant screened by Edey to his left, down the lane at the block, met by Davis, steps through him, and then throws it up off the board. No good, tipped in by Edey.
Fifth offensive rebound for the Grizzlies right there.
And Memphis, 5 offensive rebounds, 5 second chance points, 23-10 is the Grizzly lead. At the right side, Thompson show and go got by Conchard. At Davis coming down the lane, left-hand layup is good. 23-12. The Mavericks just have to find a way to get themselves settled down defensively. Bane blowing by Washington. Just turned the corner on it, moving left to right to lay it in.
Got to get back there so fast. Part of their philosophy.
Exum deep right side for the Mavericks. Now out to the wing. To Davis in the mid-post. Squaring up on Edey. And will shoot the long two, and he makes it from 18. 6 for Anthony Davis, 25-14. 5:05 remaining first quarter. Right wing Aldama got by Exum on the run. And to tell you, Brian, there's just no resistance defensively at all.
And the defense just isn't there like it was in Sacramento. Anthony Davis wincing a little bit.
27-14 as the ball rolls in. And Exum picks the ball up between the three-point line and the midcourt line against Bane. Along the left side, right off of Davis. Back to Davis, left of the circle, popping from 18. That's in and out as he hit the deck. Aldama the rebound. Ahead to Bane. Bane to the left to Aldama. Met by Washington and puts his head down on the run. No good. Rebound. Morant brings down the house. Oh, man. And that is what people pay to see Ja Morant do. That was nothing short of awesomely spectacular from the middle of the lane. One-hand spike through the basket, brings everybody to their feet, gets Jason Kidd off the bench to take a timeout with 4:27 remaining in the first quarter. It's Memphis 29 and the Mavericks 14 on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
The Dallas Morning News has been running a full-court press since 1885. Always going hard in the print. With no timeouts. Don't miss breaking news on broken ankles. We cover the game from assist to zone D and everything in between. Visit dallasnews.com/Mavs for an exclusive digital offer.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot Me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google begin today on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Go.
97.1 The Eagle. The radio home of the Mavericks. The radio home of the Mavericks in Dallas, Fort Worth.
I'm Tyler Sloan at the Modelo Sports Desk. Overtime was needed earlier tonight in the Eastern Conference final play-in game for the 8th seed in the conference quarterfinals, and it was the Miami Heat, the 10th seed from the regular season, that end up moving on to the Eastern Conference quarterfinals with a 123-114 victory over the Hawks. They outscored Atlanta 17-8 in the OT period. Tyler Hero with 30 points led all scorers. Chuck?
4:27 remaining in the first quarter. Mavericks have been left in the starting gate here in Memphis as they trail 29-14. Grizzlies 10 of 18 shooting. Mavericks 5 of 12. And again, that difference in field goal attempts in large part because of the 5 Dallas turnovers that have led to 6 Memphis points. And the last play by Morant prior to the timeout, Brian, is bringing the house down.
Well, if there's any concern about how that ankle's feeling, that was answered with that emphatic putback slam.
It'll be Caleb Martin to bring the ball up for the Mavericks as he and Max Christie and Daniel Gafford have all checked in out of the timeouts. The Mavericks shoot to our right with Martin on the move and take it off the floor. Jackson blocked the shot. Rebound outside the arc off of the foot of a Grizzly player. It's picked up by Exum, and Exum able to turn it back. Shot clock didn't reset, though. They don't realize it. Well, now they do. Yeah, now they do. They're going to say that there was a change of possession, and you have to reset the clock. Sean Wright, Courtney Kirkland talking it over, and as they do, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas. Rock at 97.1 The Eagle.
The shot clock reset to 20. 4:03 remaining in the first quarter as Martin will inbound for the right sideline. Bouncing into Exum with the Grizzlies up 29-14. Exum backs up on the dribble. Along the left side, Gafford screen right. Exum goes that way. Second screen by Christie. Cross court left and on the wing. Martin pushes it back out to Exum. Run out by Morant. Got by him. Met by Jackson. And then throws the ball into the 5th row at the sideline.
Got to keep control of that basketball. It was a concern coming into this game, and they have just absolutely thrown it all over the place. 6 early turnovers.
Mavericks averaged turning it over 14 times a game as Morant to the rim, and there's the drop in by Marvin Bagley. Checking in the game out of the timeout. Bagley, 25-point game against the Mavericks with the reserves on Sunday. Makes it 31-14. Here's Davis against Bagley, right of the circle. Now at the nail, backs him down at the dotted line. Floater is, that's going to be goaltending.
Oh, Gafford just couldn't keep his hands off the ball. That was going to go in.
It has been nothing short of disastrous for the Mavericks. As good as Memphis has played, the Mavericks have played just as badly.
They've helped them play that well.
Aldama, right baseline drive, met by Gafford and Exum. Loop it to Morant, left corner against Martin. Will take the 3. Martin in his face, and he couldn't stop Morant from knocking it down. A 12-point first quarter for Ja Morant.
It's been that kind of quarter for Ja.
34-14. An early standing 8 taken by the Mavericks tonight here in Memphis. Right side, Davis against Bagley. Will drive it. He'll float it off the back rim, around the rim, and it drops through. And Davis with 8 points. Only 3 Mavericks have scored here in the first quarter. Davis with 8, Thompson with 6, Marshall with 2. Morant right to left finds Aldama. Left corner 3, no good. Rebound off the hands of Martin and off the hands of Morant. And it'll be last touch by Caleb Martin as Brandon Williams will now come in for the Mavericks to replace Exum.
Well, the 2 leading scorers the other night, Klay Thompson and Anthony Davis leading the way again. Those people that have been there, done that. The rest of the Mavs have to step up. And Brandon Williams then there hopefully can run the offense and keep the ball under control.
Scottie Pippen back in for the Grizzlies to replace Morant. Gets it into Bagley. They weave with Bade. An offensive foul on Bagley as he knocked Martin to the ground.
Yeah, good call there. And now you need to see that speed of Brandon Williams in play here, and that fearlessness. Attack the basket, collapse that D. Maybe that opens up some looks from deep.
Martin, Williams, Davis, Gafford, and Christie for the Mavericks as they shoot to our right. Pippen picks up Williams full court. Left to right on the drive into the lane. Around Bagley, just threw it off the board. Too much on it. Jackson the rebound. Pippen with some help to Aldama, sets his feet, takes the three, knocks it down.
Even a missed shot like that basically acts like a turnover the way they play with pace the other direction. Drawing foul and Pippen in the backcourt.
37-16. It has been relentless by Memphis here in the first quarter as Bagley leaves and Edey comes back in.
And that's the way they play, with that speed, that pace, that attacking style.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter as Williams drops it to Davis, straddles the three-point line, left of the circle, screen by Gafford. They go under the screen, Davis for three. That's way off, and the rebound to Aldama. Davis 3 of 6 from three on Wednesday night, 0 of 2 tonight. Pippen, right to left, now to Bain, right wing, on the drive, over Williams, banked it, missed it, rebound, Edey bats it into the hands of Davis to the Mavericks. Davis up the right side, diagonal left corner, Williams, run out by Aldama, got by him underneath for Gafford, makes the catch, score it with a foul, and a chance at a three-point play, Jaren Jackson the foul.
Yeah, great pump fake from three by Williams, goes inside, attracts enough of the defense to find Gafford underneath. And the Mavs just have to go possession by possession and climb back in this. Can't take all their bites at once.
Well, there's no such thing as a 21-point play.
Right.
Gafford, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks in the game on Wednesday night. As he sets and shoots and hits it. 37-19. As Pippen pushes it with the left hand to Bain. Christie got bumped off by Pippen with the screen. Now Gafford on the switch. Bain gives it up right side. Aldama catch and shoot three. That's no good. Long rebound to the corner, run down by Williams, who comes up the left side against the backpedaling Pippen. To his right, into the lane, met by Edey as well. Pivots and drops it off from Martin. Nowhere to go with it. Brings the ball back out against Edey with 10 to shoot. 55 in the quarter. Martin doing nothing with it now as he goes to the left wing, still pounding it with 4 to shoot. Now he'll drive and take it off the floor and miss the layup. The rebound tipped out by Aldama, but run down by Washington and got it back out to Christie for a reset.
Good hustle play.
Here's Christie off of Gafford. Pull up three, top of the arc. That's good for Max Christie.
I can see somebody stepping up to the plate right there, and Christie hits the three.
37-22. Mavericks with the last 6. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Here's Pippen, right wing. Foul line, lob it off. Edey, the catch, and got bumped as he was trying to make the catch.
And he had to play switch on Williams and had the advantage, and Martin was the one trying to help, but those are too smalls.
The Mavericks got themselves into the penalty very early here in the quarter. These will be free throws, 8 and 9 for Memphis here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you got a free throw deficit, the obvious rebound deficit, the turnover deficit. Things could not have started worse for the Mavs.
So Zach Edey back on the line.
We've seen this team
is the first free throw
over and over again. Play hard, come back from these deficits, continue to attack. They're not going to give up.
Well,
in the second quarter the other night was huge for the Mavs, and you're going to need another one.
Yep. Well, earlier tonight, Miami scored the first 10 points of the game, built a 17-point lead. Atlanta eliminated that to force overtime, and as Edey takes the second free throw,
everybody went in.
Yeah, everybody went in. Courtney Kirkland telling David Guthrie it'll be a lane violation, a jump ball. It'll be a jump ball in hand.
Okay.
With everybody in the lane too soon.
Yeah. And Edey versus AD.
27.6 seconds remaining in the quarter. David Guthrie tosses it. Edey swats it backward, and it's run down by Pippen. Against Brandon Williams now. Bottom of the jump circle, shin high, dribbles back and forth. Bounce pass to Bain against Christie, screened by Edey to the left. Bain drags to the right, 6 to shoot, now backs up. Tries to attack Christie, right to left, jump stop in the lane, got to the rim and scored it. What a finish by Desmond Bain.
Unbelievable, fearless in that traffic with those trees in there.
Final 4 seconds. Williams behind his back, left to right. Can he get it away in time? He does, and he laid it in. And there's the speed that we keep talking about as it relates to Brandon Williams. As he took 3 dribbles and got to the rim to give the Mavericks a final basket in what otherwise, Brian, was just a terrible first quarter.
Well, they couldn't have played worse. They're only down 15. Can you climb back in here by getting back to your fundamentals, attacking on offense, and trying to wall off that paint defensively?
Well, Memphis wondered if John Morant would be able to go. He's gone. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in the first quarter, and 1 true highlight dunk to lead the Memphis Grizzlies to a 39-24 lead over the Mavericks. So we head to the second on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
Still paying a park at the AAC? That's an alley-oops. Save big by riding Dart. Enjoy fast, convenient service right to the arena. And catch tip-off from your seat, not the parking lot. Plan your trip at dart.org/Mavs.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it. And it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 48-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas. TXU Energy is the trusted 5-star provider with plans to help you save no matter how you use energy. Whether that means you're a work-from-homer, a stay-up-all-nighter, a newfound EV driver, a solar panel adopter, or a recent mover, they've got a plan just for you. And a total satisfaction guarantee means they stand behind every single plan. Discover why more Texans choose TXU Energy than any other provider by visiting TXU.com today. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Visit TXU.com for more information. Rep number 10004.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 8 straight years, an excellent winning streak. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Still paying a park at the AAC? That's an alley-oops. Save big by riding Dart. Enjoy fast, convenient service right to the arena. And catch tip-off from your seat, not the parking lot. Plan your trip at dart.org/Mavs.
You're listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball. 97.1 The Eagle.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brian Damaris at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Start of the second quarter. The Grizzlies 39, the Mavericks 24. A howitzer fired by the Grizzlies in the first quarter, building a 37-16 lead before the Mavericks kind of settled things down at the end of the quarter, an 8-2 run. And it did coincide with Brandon Williams' insertion into the game, and I don't know if that's a long-term answer or not, but the Mavericks just weren't ready to start this game, which really, I think, is the most surprising aspect of that, especially given how they came out and played on Wednesday night in Sacramento.
Well, yeah, it was just if they play their game, they're going to be in this, but they just didn't take the punches that came in there. Obviously, there's an advantage playing at home. Obviously, there's an advantage not having to travel east so many hours, but that's excuses. You got to get back in this game, climb back in by playing to your fundamentals, control the basketball.
Memphis shot 56% in the first quarter, 14 of 25, 5 of 9 from 3. The Mavericks were 9 of 20. 3 of 8 from behind the line. Again, those numbers relatively respectable, but again, just destroyed by the 7 turnovers for 11 Grizzlies points. Here's Jaren Jackson against P.J. Washington, right of the lane, out to Bain against Martin, pulls up top of the circle, that's in and out. The rebound off the hands of Edey, and it's picked up by Thompson of the Mavericks.
Long mid-range, that's what you want.
Here comes Washington, left to right, met by Edey, over Edey. No good, Lively got the rebound, got it back out. Williams will try a 3, that's short. The rebound to the right baseline is out of bounds, and last touch by the Grizzlies. And it'll be Dallas ball as John Conchar touched it last.
I like the attacking, I like the hustle. And a good D on that possession, forcing a tough shot for the Grizz.
So Martin will inbound. It's Martin, Williams, Lively, P.J. Washington, and Thompson for the Mavericks here at the start of the second quarter. As they shoot to our right as Martin gets it in, and he looked like he traveled, and they did call the travel on him. He moved his feet.
No turnover.
How can you move your feet? No, you can't move your feet on the sideline, and he did that.
Got to take advantage of these minutes when Morant is on the bench, but 10 minutes in that first quarter looks just fine.
Pippen, Conchar, Bain, Edey, and Jackson for Memphis shooting to our left. Here's Pippen. to Jackson, right wing, back to the basket against Washington. Trying to back him down. Kick it back out. Bain, shot fake, fly by Williams. Three-pointer good. You can't go up in the air against Desmond Bain. Way too good. A three-point shooter, 39% for the year.
That's one of the keys. Keep him off that line.
Here's Williams on the drive, and a runner is no good as Edey changed that shot. It came up short. Here comes Bain. Right to left on Washington. Lost the handle, but a foul call against the Mavericks.
PJ reaching in there, trying to stop that relentless attack and that pace. That's 3 on him.
And here comes Najee Marshall back in the game to replace Martin. Anthony Davis is going to get off the bench and come in as well.
Davis was getting training staff looking at that left leg, but he seems to be fine. He'll come in for that PJ, and I wonder if PJ is even going to see the rest of this half.
Concharlin down for the right sideline at the hash mark. Slaps it, looking into Jackson at the top. Drives past Davis, met by Lively, changing hands left to right to lay it up and in.
Great play around those double bigs.
The Grizzlies 44 and the Mavericks 24. A minute and 15 into the second quarter. Williams, the handoff to Davis. Davis to his left. Screen by Lively, now against Edey. Davis into the lane, he bumps, he floats it, it hits the back of the rim, and the rebound knocked away by Lively, but picked up by Jackson of Memphis to Conchar. Up the right side to the trailing Jackson, lost it, recovers it against Thompson now. Right hand dribble at the block, he'll hang, he'll bank, it's blocked by Lively, picked out of there by Marshall at the left sideline. Here comes Marshall through the middle of the floor. To his left off of Davis. On the drive through the lane. Right corner catch and shoot. Williams is short from 3. And Conchar with a rebound for Memphis.
Shot you wanted, just didn't hit it.
Here comes Pippen up the right side. At the hash mark against Williams. In and out to his left. Now at the right wing to the top to Bain. Deep right side. Jackson doubled. Kick it out. Bain catch and shoot 3. Good again.
Knew you couldn't let Bain shoot threes, and he's 3 for 3 tonight. Timeout on the floor.
Jason Kidd's got to take a timeout. And the Grizzlies, with their biggest lead of the night at 47-24, 9:46 remaining in the first half on the Eagle Mavericks Radio Network.
This is the sound when you're hit with a $35 overdraft fee. And this is the sound when Chime Spot Me covers you on a debit card purchase with no overdraft fee. Chime is changing the game. There are no monthly fees, and they spot you instead of charging overdraft fees. Start banking through Chime today at Chime.com. Spot Me eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Replacing your floors can be a struggle, but it doesn't have to be. At Floret, we have a better way. Floret is a company dedicated to revolutionizing the flooring industry and taking the hassle out of updating your floors. We provide premium, sustainable flooring crafted with only the finest materials and finishes to add style and elegance to any space. Our floors are quality tested to make sure they do more than look good. They're pet-proof, kid-proof, waterproof, and life-proof too. No hassle, no fuss. Just great-looking floors. A beautiful space starts with a beautiful floor. Find yours today at Floret.com. There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that
Hey sports fans, thank you for hanging out with us and chatting it up. We're thrilled to bring you the Playoff Pulse. Catch every single NHL and NBA playoff game right here while supporting an incredible cause, SickKids Hospital. Together, we can make a difference with every single view.
Holy Mackinac! Joe Bowen here, the voice of your Toronto Maple Leafs. Every moment you watch on Toronto Sports Insider helps SickKids Hospital. 100% of Leafs playoff stream revenue goes straight to their life-saving care, helping kids in our community and beyond. This is what Playoff Pulse is all about, bringing playoff excitement and making a lasting impact for those who need it most. So let's rally together and show sick kids we're in their corner.
Hey everyone, Easton Cowan here. Let's amplify our impact. Every like, share, and subscribe boost our donations to Sick Kids. Watch the games, get hyped, and spread the word to grow our Playoff Pulse community. Join us now.
On top 47-24, and Elliott, everything for the Grizzlies is going well. 7 of 11 from 3. They have 17 rebounds, 12 assists on the night so far. 2 blocks, 4 steals. They have taken better care of the basketball tonight than they did in San Francisco. Just 4 turnovers while forcing 8.
Yeah, I love the way they've come out. They've come out and met the moment, Eric. They matched the energy of the crowd. And I love that Ja Morant set the tone for this basketball team. We didn't know how healthy he would be. He came out really and set the tone for this team. And you can see they've continued that tone in this second quarter. So 9:46 left. See if they can continue to play well, go into halftime, make a few adjustments, Eric, and then continue to play at a high level.
Look at the numbers brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. 9:46 remain. As with the national television audience, Dave Pasch and Tim Legler, a pretty good shooter in his day.
Oh, yeah. Played against him
on the call times. On ESPN television. The great Mark Kessler and PJ Carlissimo on ESPN Radio, and we're with here along the Grizzlies Radio Network. Thompson gives left elbow out of the timeout for Lively. He looks at a curling Max Christie, can't get it to him, gives for Thompson. Thompson leans in for a left wing 3 that's no good. It rattled in and out, and Bane corrals the rebound. Bane clutched his lower back, maybe took a little shot there. Bane on the push, top of the arc, makes a move at Lively, puts on the brakes. Bane gives to the left wing for Pippen, 14 on the shot clock. Back for Bane. Bane working on Lively. Back to Pippen. Right wing, he didn't take the 3. Runs into Christie at the foul line. A fadeaway 16-footer. Knocked it down. He made the contact with Christie, which created about a 2-foot area, and Pippen just faded away and hit a free throw line jumper.
I love that. They're just keeping it simple, Eric, taking what the defense gives them. They're not trying to force anything. They'll play one-on-one.
Pippen was 7. He was in the starting lineup tonight. Davis, a little running right-hand floater, rattles in and out. Rebound grab by Conchar. 49-24, Grizz by 25, their largest lead. Pippen, cut off by Najee Marshall. Tries a little hesitation move on the right baseline. Comes through the paint, bounces out to the left wing for Jackson. Jackson launches a 3 on the way. It rims out. Rebound grab by Davis. He had a little opening with Marshall backing away, preparing for a dribble drive, and he took the 3 instead and couldn't connect. Davis left elbow, spins in on Pippen. Little turnaround right-hand floater is good. Davis knew he had the size advantage. Edey was a split second late with the help defense, and Davis with that confidence just went right up and knocked it down. He's got 10. 49-26, Grizzlies by 23, 8:18 remain in the second quarter. Pippen in between the circles, bounces to the left elbow for Jackson. Jackson with Lively on him, down the left side of the lane, puts on the brakes on the baseline, back out Pippen, pump fakes, Marshall flies by, Pippen into the lane, throws it off the window. I think it was a pass for Edey, but I don't think Edey knew that. Marshall off the rebound, bounces out to the left wing for Max Christie in transition. Grizzlies get back. Christie somehow gets free, though, for an open 3 that's no good. Lively, the offensive rebound. Back out for Najee Marshall. Marshall feeds cross court into the left corner for Christie. Open 3, got it. Max Christie knocks down his second triple, 49-29. 5 straight for the Mavericks after the Grizzlies built the lead to 25. 7:38 remain in the half. Morant and Aldama will check into the next dead ball. Foul line extended. Jackson catch. Shoot from 17. It's good. Lively never went out to him.
Yeah, and again, just keep it simple. Put Jaren Jackson in different spots on the floor. That time free throw line extended. He was just able to knock down the 12, 15-foot jump shots.
10 for Jackson. Davis drives it in at Jackson. Running right-hand finger roll. Jackson didn't want to pick up a cheap foul. That's a smart play by Jaren Jackson. As that was a good move by Anthony Davis, and all Jaren was going to do was commit a foul if he went after that, so he let Davis make the move, and Davis finishes the play. Bane on a little hop step into the lane, kicks it back out to the top for Jaren Jackson. He works it into Thompson. He'll lob it up to Edey on a little running hook pass that's an alley-oop, and Edey flushes it home. What a feed from Jaren Jackson Jr. That is your First Horizon assist of the game. Big bank muscle, small bank hustle. Let First Horizon assist you with your financial needs.
Sure.
Thompson puts on the brakes, fires a 3 that comes up short. Zach Edey grabs his 6th rebound ahead for Scottie Pippen. Pippen shouldered in on a little slowdown to Lively. Gives for Bane. Bane back to Pippen left wing. Christie on him. Pippen runs into Christie, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul in the lane away from the basketball. Woo! Derek Lively just got away with a wave off. Usually, even in the playoffs, you wave an official off like that, you better be ready to hear that whistle blow again.
No doubt about it.
And the left hand goes in a straight line, and the right hand comes on top and makes that little T shape, but they didn't see it. The foul was away from the ball, so the ball will go to the sideline. Ja Morant and Santi Aldama return. They join Bane, Conchar, and Edey. Spencer Dinwiddie for the Mavericks makes his first appearance, veteran out of Colorado. He'll join Christie, Washington, Marshall, and Davis. Edey hands it off for a curling Desmond Bane. Bane puts on the brakes, working on Max Christie. Inside the foul line, a little fadeaway 15-footer. It rattles around, hangs on the iron, and falls into the net. Almost like there was a magnet at the bottom of the net. It sucked the ball right down.
I'll take it. I love your best players being aggressive offensively.
12 for Bane, 12 for Morant, who's back in the game, and 10 for Jackson. Stars being stars in the early going tonight here at FedEx Forum. 55-31 Grizzlies. Davis, a little running right-handed hook over Edey is good. Man, that's a little throwback to the 60s right there, a little sweeping right-handed hook. Nice move.
I'll be honest with you, Eric. Those are not easy shots.
No, they're not.
So if you're forcing him into those shots, you're doing the right thing.
Bane kicks left sideline. Conchar, catch and shoot three. No good. Weak side rebound. Taken by P.J. Washington. Aldama tried to fight for it, couldn't get it. Christie on the outlet. Grizzlies up 22, 55-33. 5:35 remain here in the half. Christie gives to the left wing. Marshall to the foul line for Davis. Davis leading the Mavericks with 14. Crosses over at Edey. Pull up 12-footer. Got it. Anthony Davis is on a heater right now. He's got 16, but he's the only source of offense for Jason Kidd's Mavericks. 5:20 remaining. Morant around an Edey screen. Peels back to the top. Now downhill at Christie. A little push off, a little hang, a little float, and a little bucket for Ja Morant.
High pick and roll with Zach Edey. Force these guys, big guys, to keep your big guys engaged. Guards trying to catch up. There's no way you can catch up to Ja Morant.
Morant gets the hoop. He's got 12 in the contest. Davis launches a left wing three. He can't miss. Davis has 19. He was 0 for 2 from 3, and coming in, Davis was shooting 28.2% on the season. Cuts the lead to 19. Morant working on Dinwiddie. Pull up 16-footer. He's got another one. Morant is heating up. He's got 16, 59-38. Grizzlies on top by 21.
And now you have to make Anthony Davis a little uncomfortable.
He's at the top of the arc. He thought about a three. Gives right wing instead for Najee Marshall. Marshall with a left-hand dribble down the left side of the paint, going at Conchar. A little lean-in right-hand finger roll is good. 59-40. Mavericks kind of hanging around, but the Grizzlies have the answer on the offensive end. 4:15 remaining. Bane, a straightaway three. He gets fouled from behind by Max Christie and give Desmond Bane 3 free throws. The Grizzlies' best foul shooter this season will head to the line for a chance to extend the lead back to 22.
Yeah, and you can see Anthony Carter talking to Zach Edey. The shots that Anthony Davis are taking, those are the shots you want him to take. Away from the basket, we know he's capable of knocking down shots on the perimeter, but you do want to make him a little bit uncomfortable, make it feel like he's a little bit more crowded than he really is, Eric. Force him to be a passer if you can.
He's got 11 here in this second quarter. Bane makes the first. On the season, Dez was 89.4%, 177 makes and 198 tries. He played in 69 games this year, 68 of them starts. Finished with 19.2 points per ball game. He's got 13 here tonight, 14 now after that free throw. As the Grizzlies will get subs into the ball game. It'll be Edey and Conchar checking out, Marvin Bagley and Jaren Jackson checking in. I like this combination.
Absolutely.
I've been wanting to see if they would play with this a little bit. Bagley is starting to get more comfortable in the new surroundings. And in that last regular season game, yes, against the Mavericks' second unit guys, basically, Bagley was dominant. He was fantastic. And he earned himself a chance to play here tonight.
Absolutely. But I like it because you're throwing big bodies at these guys.
Because they have big bodies. 62-40, Grizzlies by 22. Bane made all three. Davis tried to cross over Morant. He gets a poke away and a steal. Morant down the floor, hangs, drops behind him for Aldama. Aldama spins nearly 360, but he dunks it home off the beautiful feed from Ja Morant. Dinwiddie launches a long left wing three. Morant taps the rebound to Aldama. Here come the Grizz. 3:50 remaining. Bane, a left wing three in transition. Comes up short. Rebounded by Christie. Christie got bumped. Thankfully, no whistle. Christie gives for Dinwiddie. Grizzlies lead 64-40. That would have brought the house down. Dinwiddie for Anthony Davis. Picked up by Jaren Jackson. Dinwiddie holds on to Jackson. Davis goes right at Jackson, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Jaren. Or are they going to call it on Aldama?
Oh.
No, they called it on Jaren. Santi was trying to take it.
Try,
it's only the second. And Anthony Davis will go back to the line.
And again, like I said before, they're playing them much like they did Dirk Nowitzki, Eric, and put him in at that free throw line extended. It's tough to guard him because you can see where the double teams are coming on both sides of you. And so guys are going to either have to, again, stunt at him really hard, force him to be a passer to get the ball out of his hands, or, again, all-out double team him, but pick the guy that you want shooting the basketball.
First free throw is missed by Davis. Bain will check out. He had a monster quarter. 15 for Bain so far in the ball game. 11 here in this second quarter. Davis with one more. He's got 11 in the quarter as well. Morant has 16 in the game. Jaren Jackson has 10. Edey and Pippen, the other two of the starting five, each have 7. Davis now with 20. Knocks down the free throw. 64-41. Grizzlies by 23. Here's Morant, walking front court. Comes to the right wing, launches a three. Late to get out there was Washington, but Morant way off the mark on that one. Couple of threes now off the mark. Grizzlies got to keep working that basketball around. Davis in the lane, poked away by Pippen. It squirted right to Washington, but Bagley recovers and blocks the shot. Aldama to the left wing, Morant. Ball fakes to Pippen. Here we go! Morant to the rim. He laid it up. He got no whistle, and he hit the deck. Morant can't believe Courtney Kirkland didn't call the foul. Morant got to the iron. He elevated, and it looks like he lost his balance. We don't have a replay, so I'm trying to see if maybe he took some contact. I don't think he did. I thought he was going to take some contact. Yeah, I think he thought he was, and he took off a little early. I'm agreeing with Courtney Kirkland. I think that was the right no call. Here's Dinwiddie into the front court. Dinwiddie gets fouled by Morant. And Morant looks over at David Guthrie and says, now John Morant's going to get teed up. Or a timeout. Oh, David Guthrie says, nope, just timeout. 2:57 remain in the half. Grizzlies charged with this mandatory timeout. 64-41. Grizz by 23 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
Looking for the perfect pregame spot? Head over to the Blue Guitar at the fabulous Weston Beale, right across from FedEx Forum. Try our special guitar cocktail. Catch all the action with live sports on 5 TVs and enjoy a vibe you won't find anywhere else. Frequent live music will be in the lobby. The unique sound of strictly jazz music will be playing on most Friday nights. Come enjoy music, food, cocktails in the lobby of the Weston. The atmosphere will be relaxing and get you in the mood for game time. Grab your crew and swing by the Blue Guitar. The game's just the beginning.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Generators. We've got a question for you. What happens when the power goes out at your house? Don't be left in the dark. With a whole home generator from Choate's, you can keep your lights on, your family safe, and your home running, no matter what Mother Nature has in store. Our whole home generators are professionally installed and automatically power your entire house during an outage. From your heating and cooling systems to your refrigerator and more. And right now we're making it even easier to prepare for the unexpected. For a limited time, get 60 months, no interest financing when you purchase a whole home generator from Choate's. Don't wait for the next storm to strike. Call Choate's today at 347-8083 or visit us online at choateshvac.com. Choate's, let our family serve your family.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets. You can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Welcome back to FedEx Forum, where the Grizzlies lead the Mavs 64-41 with 2:57 to play in the first half. Experience the historic 25th season of Grizzlies basketball in Memphis by becoming a season ticket member today. Achieve MVP status and receive exclusive benefits, savings, and event access. For more information, visit grizzlies.com/season tickets or call 901-888-HOOP. Eric?
Thank you, JB. As the Grizzlies have come out really strong here. And out of the timeout, it will be Mavericks basketball. 64-41, Grizzlies by 23. Grizzlies jumped out early and haven't looked back to Elliott. We have not had a tie or a lead change yet here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's important for them to, again, I'm going back to attention to detail, finish this 2:57 strong, go into halftime with some momentum. I told you make some adjustments, but on the defensive end, I think that's where they created this 64-41 lead, Eric. Is defensively, they really played well. They play hard defensively. They've all been in tune and engaged on the defensive end.
So Marshall will inbound for Washington. Washington to Dinwiddie. Left wing three on the step back is short. Morant grabs the rebound. He jumps a pass ahead to Aldama. What a feed as Aldama beats Dinwiddie down. Morant elevated and threw a two-handed over-the-head pass on a dart to Aldama that hit him right in the chest. That was gorgeous.
I know Jason Kidd can appreciate that. Those are Jason Kidd type passes.
You did not play with him in Phoenix.
I played with him in Phoenix.
You did in Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of my favorite teammates. This guy is both ends of the floor. He's a professional. The way he plays on the court, that's the way he practiced.
My brother, I watched him in high school, and we all went, man. It's a different cat. He was unreal. He was an unreal player, very worthy of the Hall of Fame.
Oh, hands down.
Lob in to Anthony Davis with 2:34 remaining. Grizzlies by 25. Davis shouldering in with the right shoulder to Marvin Bagley. High left-hand dribble. Kicks it out to the left wing, Dinwiddie. Into the left corner, Brandon Williams. Three on the way. Rims out. Bagley taps the rebound away from Gafford, but he is whistled for a loose ball foul. That'll be the 14th foul on the Grizzlies, so they had one to give. 2:24 remaining. Williams could not connect. Mavericks now 5 of 18 from three, while the Grizzlies 7 of 15 from three. Your Robinhood Impact stats. Robinhood, impact your retirement the right way by downloading the Robinhood app and investing today. 17 Grizzly assists on 25 made baskets.
Yeah.
That's making a positive impact right there.
Absolutely. And you think about this last possession. They did a good job of crowding Anthony Davis, again, forcing him to be a passer.
Into the lane. Thompson, a little running right-handed bank shot is good. So the Mavericks out of the inbounds pass. Get the bucket. 2:05 remaining. As Morant comes across the timeline, he lobs right sideline for Jaren Jackson. Jackson picked up by Anthony Davis. Left-hand dribble, down to the right block. Jackson spins towards the baseline, back to his left. Turnaround left-handed hook is no good. Bagley fought for the rebound with Gafford, and Williams picks up the loose ball. Williams on the push. Kicks to Exum. Right corner three is short. Rebound tapped out to the top of the arc. It's picked up by Thompson. Thompson to Williams. One more to Exum. The veteran out of Australia will launch the three and knock it down. He shot it well this year. That was just a broken play, and the lead cut to 20.
Yeah, and that's the second time they've gotten back-to-back shots where they've gotten an offensive rebound and then another wide-open three-point look by the same guy, and they knocked it down.
Morant across the timeline with 1:20 remaining here in the half. Morant into the body of Exum. Got bumped. Little floater. No good. Rebound off the fingertips of Gafford. And here come the Mavericks trying to chip away here before halftime. They did at the end of the first quarter, and the Grizzlies then re-extended the lead to up as many as 25. Davis into the lane. Goes to the left side of the window. Lays it up and in. He's got 22. Jackson inbounds for Pippen. Pippen up the right side of the floor for Morant. Morant downhill at Exum. Puts on the brakes. Williams comes flying by. There was no foul. As the shot is missed. Rebound tapped to Pippen. Williams kicked Morant in the back when he flew by, it looked like. Morant is flustered. Pippen using a screen from Bagley. Right side of the paint. Goes at Williams. Bank shot's no good. Grizzlies can't get one to go. Referees won't take the whistle and blow it. It looked like a foul on Morant. Pippen, maybe it's questionable. Klay Thompson, straightaway three, no good. Morant gets bumped again by Williams on the rebound, but Aldama there to pick up the loose basketball. They're letting him play. 66-48. Grizzlies by 18. Shot clock and game clock down to a 4-second differential. Grizzlies get it to start the second half. Can they push the lead to 20 or more here with a three? It would be 21. Morant working on Williams into the lane. Hangs in the air. Kicks it out to the top. Aldama's got to save it. Saves it for Pippen, who throws it over his head to beat a shot clock buzzer. And it is no good. Shot clock violation. I don't know that one was a foul. I think Morant went hunting for a foul. The double team came and he got caught in the air.
Well, but I would like to see them again. Particularly on a situation like that, go back to your high pick and roll. Again, you want to force the defense to have to make a mistake or have to make a decision one way or the other. Ja coming off a pick and roll, he's going to give the defense problems going downhill versus when everybody is set trying to go one-on-one.
Here comes Williams. And why? The Grizzlies go commit a foul coming around a screen. Morant went for the steal, and you didn't have a foul to give.
Yeah. That you can't do. I mean,
that's two times at the end of quarters they have made mistakes. giving the Mavericks 2 points, and we'll see what Williams does with these 2 free throws. Just let him go. There's 2 seconds. He's going to shoot it from half court. Frustration right there. Williams at the line. Shoots the first. And it rims out. Maybe he dodged this one. 7 straight for the Mavericks. Cut the 25-point lead to 18.
And to me, little things like this, it's not whether he make or miss these free throws. It's just that you did it. And so now you have to, again, make sure that your head is in the basketball game at all times in the playoffs.
Agreed. Williams brings the ball around his back. You only get 10 seconds. How long is he going to take? Shoots. Knocks it down. 2.4 seconds left. Aldama to inbound. Aldama gives it for Bain. Bain fakes it back to Aldama, and he won't get the shot away before the buzzer. 1 half in the books. Grizzlies, after 24 minutes, lead by 17, 66-49. Jessica Benson has tonight's Grizzlies halftime show. Scores from around the NBA. There was one other game in action. Miami and Atlanta battling for a spot in the postseason. We'll tell you who took that one. She'll have the first half highlights and all the news and notes. Update you on the matchups in the NBA's first round. The halftime show with our very own Jessica Benson is next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's the end of the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime show coming up next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
113. What does that number mean to you? For the Tennessee Department of Transportation, that's how many workers have been hit and killed on the highways. These men and women are out there every day, patching potholes, inspecting bridges, resurfacing, and widening roads to improve the lives of their fellow Tennesseans. This is National Work Zone Awareness Week. TDOT is asking you to work with us. Move over, slow down.
With FedEx One Rate, you can ship to your student for a simple, predictable flat rate. Send a box full of home-baked treats that say, "Your father and I miss you." Or send a box full of instant noodles that says, "Your father and I would like you to stop asking us for money." Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx One Rate. 2-day shipping, one flat rate. Starting at $14.50. Visit FedEx.com/OneRate for details. Exclusions apply.
Grit and grind. It's more than a saying. It's a mindset found in our city, our culture, and our team. Because when we stand together, no one can match our hustle. Grizz Nation, let's get it. Ford knows that strong traditions like this start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies, only at your Mid-South Ford dealers. Based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
If you're looking for a getaway that has it all, and all just a quick flight or a short drive from North Texas, you need to plan a visit to Little Rock, Arkansas. This historic capital city is big in all the right ways, with a vibrant, walkable downtown that you're going to love to explore, a booming dining scene, endless arts and culture, exciting events, and more, all surrounded by endless places to get outside, hike, bike, paddle, and play. One visit and you'll leave big on Little Rock. Plan your getaway at littlerock.com today.
It's time for the halftime show. We break down the first half of tonight's action with highlights and stats. Plus, we'll update all of the scores and news from around the NBA.
Welcome into the Memphis Grizzlies halftime show. The Grizzlies lead the Mavericks by 17 at the break here at FedEx Forum, up 66-49, led by as many as 25 points in that first half, put together a 39-point first quarter, and then outscored the Mavericks 27-25 in the second to lead 66-49 at the break. Anthony Davis leads all scorers with 22 points on 9 of 15 shooting. But for the Grizzlies, they have 3 players in double figures, and it's their big 3, led by Ja Morant, who is good to go. He is playing after suffering a pretty bad ankle sprain against the Golden State Warriors. He did everything in his power to be on the court tonight, and he looks great. 16 points on 5 of 13 shooting. He's 1 of 3 from 3. He had a sick put-back dunk in the first quarter that really energized this whole building. He also has 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals tonight, along with 0 turnovers. Desmond Bane, 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting. He's 2 of 3 from the three-point line, has 5 assists and a steal as well. 2 turnovers for Desmond Bane. And then Jaren Jackson Jr., 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. We've seen a little bit more of Jaren Jackson Jr., the facilitator tonight. One of those was a lob to Zach Edey, who threw it down for the alley-oop play. Edey with 7 points and 7 rebounds. The Grizzlies out-rebounding the Mavericks 26-19 tonight. They had 8 offensive boards to the Mavs 5, but the Mavs with 13 second chance points to the Grizzlies 7. Grizzlies also were able to capitalize off of 9 first-half turnovers from the Mavs. The Grizzlies with 16 points off of those turnovers. Meanwhile, Grizzlies playing a relatively clean game with 5 turnovers, and the Mavs with just 7 points off of those 5. Grizzlies shooting 50% from the field, 25 of 50. Mavs 42% from the field, 19 of 45. Grizzlies were 7 of 16 from 3. Mavs with 1 less make from 3, but they took 5 more of them, 6 of 21 from deep for Dallas, and the Grizzlies 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, the Mavericks 5 of 7. Outside of Anthony Davis's 22 points, next highest scorer for Dallas, Klay Thompson with 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting. He was real hot for Dallas in their win over Sacramento earlier this week. He had 5 threes in that game. He is 2 of 7 from the three-point line here tonight in Memphis. It's Grizzlies 66, Mavs 49. When we come back, we will have first-half highlights for you. We will also get you caught up on the earlier action in the other play-in tournament game today in the Eastern Conference, where the Miami Heat became the first ever 10 seed to advance to the NBA playoffs. Grizzlies trying to make it so that Dallas doesn't join them, as Dallas also a 10 seed in this postseason. You're listening to the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Do it again.
You turn the thermostat up and then back down, but still you can't seem to get comfortable. More than a matter of degree, comfort involves a balance of temperature, humidity, and airflow. At Landmark Heating and Air, we'll help you strike the perfect balance. Now's the perfect time to invest in your home comfort with a custom-designed high-efficiency train system and enjoy energy savings and worry-free comfort year-round. Take advantage of tax credits and rebates, plus interest-free financing for even more savings. Call us today or visit landmarkheatingandair.com.
Flu season is here. Protect yourself and your loved ones with a seasonal flu or senior flu shot at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy. Plus, it's free with most insurance. Or for groups of 10 or more, the nurse can come to you. Call 901-685-9999 or go to shotnurse.com to book your group appointment. The Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Are you looking for a savings account that pays a great rate with no requirements or restrictions? At Leaders Credit Union, you can accelerate your growth with Forward Plus high-yield savings. No minimums, no balance tiers, just a great rate. Currently at 4.25% APY. Keep your money accessible while earning more with Forward Plus from Leaders. Open yours today at leaderscu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, I got good news, folks. It's springtime at Oak Hall. Okay, not technically springtime, but you walk in that store, you'll feel like it. The colors are bright. The clothes are beautiful. It is time to get ready for spring and summer at Oak Hall. Maybe you're headed somewhere warm. They've got swimwear, too. And it's the same wonderful people, same beautiful clothes who are there for you at Christmas and throughout the year. Springtime at Oak Hall. Go back in and see your friends today.
Welcome into the Memphis Grizzlies halftime show. Grizzlies lead the Mavs 66-49 at the break here at FedEx Forum. A 17-point lead for a Grizzlies team that led by as many as 25 in that first half. Let's take a listen to some of tonight's first half highlights. John Morant was a game-time decision. So how about a John Morant putback slam to put the Grizzlies up 15 in the first, up 29-14.
Drives it at Washington, running right-hand floater, no good.
Oh! John Morant just threw down a stick-back jam that will make every highlight reel in the world tonight. He elevated, cocked it back, and threw it down. The ground towels wave, and the Grizzlies forced the Mavericks into another timeout.
A little later, he had Caleb Martin on skates. The 3 right over him put the Grizzlies up 34-14.
Kicks back to the left corner, Morant. A step-back 3 on the way. Oh, John Morant is cooking tonight. He buries it from the left corner. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. The Grizzlies have an early 20-point advantage. A 19-4 Memphis run.
Grizzlies led 39-24 after that first quarter. Shot 56% from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, and John Morant led all scorers with 12 points. A big second quarter for Desmond Bane. This 3 put the Grizzlies up 47-24.
For Jackson, back to the right wing, Bane. Spot up 3, ring it up, put 3 on the board. Great two-man game. Bain and Jaren Jackson. Desmond Bain buries a 3. It is 47-24, and the growl towels are waving throughout FedEx Forum. An 8-0 Grizzlies run.
And a Jaren Jackson Jr. lob to Zach Edey. Edey with the slam put the Grizzlies up 53-31.
Kicks it back out to the top for Jaren Jackson. He works it into Thompson. He'll lob it up to Edey on a little running hook pass that's an alley-oop, and Edey flushes it home. What a feed from Jaren Jackson Jr.
And it's Grizzlies 66, Mavs 49 at the half. You're listening to the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With special guests 3 doors down. And Maverick WPH. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Creed returns, the Summer of '99 tour.
Cheer on the home team with a true 901 original, Pyro's Pizza. Born right here in Memphis, we're proud to serve up something for everyone. Whether it's a custom pizza, fresh salad, or tasty dessert, Pyro's has options for all diets, allergies, and cravings. Since 2013, we've been bringing friends and family together for fresh, delicious meals made just the way you like. Game night has never tasted better. Memphis style. Pyro's Fire Fresh Pizza. Check us out at pyrospizza.com for locations and our full menu.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
There's work being done and changes being made in Memphis. The Memphis Police Department is working hard to protect the peace, the pride, and the people of our city, to realize our greatness together, doing jobs that matter for ourselves, our families, and our community. If you're ready to work for change and not just wait for change, we need you in a challenging and financially rewarding career with the Memphis Police Department. Become the change. Visit joinmpd.com and apply today.
Grizzlies lead the Mavs 66-49 at half here at FedEx Forum. The other play-in tournament game from earlier this evening in the Eastern Conference ended with a Heat win over the Hawks, 123-114 in overtime. The Heat become the first 10 seed to ever advance to the NBA playoffs. Tyler Hero led Miami with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists in the win. Trae Young had 29 in the loss for Atlanta. Let's take a quick 10-second pause for station identification. Mavs 49 here at FedEx Forum. I'm Jessica Benson. I'll be back with you post-game. Coming up next, Eric Hasseltine and Elliot Perry will have the second half action right here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's tonight's halftime show. Stay tuned for the second half of tonight's game, just moments away, right here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
This is Gary Parrish reminding you about Danny Morrison Roofing Professionals. They're a local, family-owned and operated business serving the Mid-South's residential and commercial roofing needs since 2010. It's the home of the free roof. You really can get a new roof with no cost to you. Most roofing jobs, they can be done in one day, so this isn't some lengthy process. Just call Danny at 901-870-0186. It's Danny Morrison Roofing, a proud supporter of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Danny Morrison Roofing, 901-870-0186.
Are you tired of dealing with meters and paying overages on your copier invoices? Give Konica Minolta a call to learn about their One Rate program. That's right. You pay one rate, and it includes the machine, unlimited printing, toner, staples, and there are no meters and no overages involved. Simplify your copier and printer billing by calling Jeff Lee today at 387-5603 to learn more about the revolutionary new program.
Most people think when it comes to choosing a bank, you either go big or go small. But with First Horizon, you don't have to choose because you get the best of both. Big bank reach with a powerful network of banking centers, ATMs, and online tools. So you can bank anywhere, anytime. and small bank roots. With local decision makers, big banks often overlook, meaning someone who gets you, your plans, and the place you call home. Or if you're looking to grow your business, First Horizon brings big bank size to serve complex capital needs. But we also have a small bank heart, connecting and collaborating to build trust and take care of you. It's everything you need from a big bank, plus everything you want from a small bank, creating a financial experience unlike anything else. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all to help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to FedEx Forum, where the Grizzlies have a 17-point lead, 66-49 up on the Dallas Mavericks, one half away from advancing to the Western Conference playoffs. Eric Hasseltine and Elliot Perry return for the second half call.
A lot of minutes left in this basketball game, but the Grizzlies do have a good position to play from. They're up by 17, 66-49, and they have the ball to start the second half. Your Choates, heating it up player in the first half for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 15 points with 5 assists, as he really got it going in that second quarter. Choates, locally owned and operated, proud partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's take a 10-second pause for station identification as you listen to the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
NBA Radio on Sirius XM is available on your connected devices. Listen at home anytime you want with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
Sports Station.
Grizzlies with that lead, 66-49. Elliot Perry, when you come out of a locker room and you're up by 17 and there's still 24 minutes left, how difficult is it to avoid that complacency, thinking we have led this one wire to wire, we have been dominant in doing so, 17 assists on 25 made baskets, but Anthony Davis single-handedly kept the Mavericks connected. He had 22, including 14 in the second quarter.
Yeah, it is difficult, Eric, but I think that the weight of this basketball game and the implications of this basketball game should weigh hard with all of the players in that locker room. So guys have to make sure that they come out, get off to a good start in this third quarter, and continue to try to increase this lead and not just play at an even level.
Morant will walk it across the timeline. Grizzlies now go left to right towards the Maverick bench for the second half from our vantage point. Bane working in on Najee Marshall. It's Morant, Bane, Jackson, Edey, and Pippen for the Grizzlies. Jackson drives into the lane on Anthony Davis. Running left-hand floater. Hits the iron a couple of times and falls right into the net. Jaren Jackson Jr. has 12 and gets the first basket of the third. Najee Marshall, P.J. Washington, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Derek Lively, the 5 for Jason Kidd. Davis gets it left block, working it in on Jackson. Hangs, turns, floats, scores. Little double clutch on the left block. Anthony Davis has 24. Morant at the top of the arc as Washington just shoves Scottie Pippen out of the way.
And the one thing I like is going back at Anthony Davis on the offensive end, forcing him to have to play some defense. The last possession, they allowed Jaren Jackson to really play in space, so he was able to get to his left hand and knock down that shot. And then defensively against Anthony Davis, look, he's a handful, one of the top 75 players in this league. It's tough to guard one-on-one.
Morant on the right side with 11:14 remaining here in the third quarter. 68-51 Grizz. Morant feeds left wing Bane off the catch to the left elbow. He gets away with a travel, and he caught in the air trying to throw a bad pass to Zach Edey. That was just a bad play right there. Marshall drives, kicks right corner Thompson. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound taken by Desmond Bane. Those are the careless turnovers you want to avoid. Bane spins away from Marshall. Nice move there to the right sideline. He'll give for Jackson. Jackson going to work it in on P.J. Washington. Washington gets away with a bump. Jackson's left-hand floater goes in and out. Rebound taken by Anthony Davis on the baseline. 10:40 remaining in the third. Grizzlies by 17, 68-51. Here's Davis, top of the arc. Davis down the right side of the paint. Running right-hand floater. Came up short. It goes right back to him. He floats it up and floats it in. Nobody stepped up on that screen, and the lead has been cut to 15. Here's Pippen into the front court. Pippen, deep left winger. Didn't use the Edey screen. Comes to the foul line. Little hesitation move. Thompson walls him off on the right block. Pokes it out of his hands. Pippen gets it right back. Goes to the window. And Lively blocks his layup attempt. Scottie had a bank shot. He tried to go all the way to the rim, and Lively took it away. Here's Washington in transition. He loses the handle going up, and it goes out of bounds. Elliot, I'm just going to say it. The Grizzlies are not making good decisions in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah.
Go back to what was working.
Yep.
One-on-one action is not working.
Yeah, very lethargic in the first part of this third quarter. Go back to your high pick and roll.
Morant will launch a straightaway three behind a screen from Edey. It's short. Rebound grab by Najee Marshall. Here come the Mavericks down by 15 with the ball. Marshall to the right side for Davis. He'll lob over the top for Washington. Washington cross-court feed to Thompson. He has to touch it to Marshall. Marshall off the bounce into the lane. Running bank shot over Edey is good. 13-point game. Morant into the front court. Gets it to Bane. Bane around an Edey screen. Grizzlies got the first basket and given up 6 straight cents. Morant drives to the basket. Misses a left-hand layup. Got to the window. Went down hard. Now it's a 5-on-4. Here's Washington. Left wing Davis. 3 on the way. It's a 10-point game. 68-58. 9 straight for the Mavericks. Grizzlies 9:09 remaining. Have a 10-point lead. 68-58 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Cheer on the Grizzlies with a slice of pizza in hand. When it's game day, there's only one place to satisfy your cheesy, doughy cravings. Head over to Rockin' Dough Pizza and Brewery, available at Section 109, for the ultimate winning team of pizza made with the freshest ingredients and local craft beer. Score big with flavor at Rockin' Dough Pizza and Brewery. Also visit us at our Germantown, Cordova, and soon-to-be Orleans Station locations.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
For those who push the boundaries and know no barriers, the wake up at nooners and dessert before dinner eaters, the jackpot dancers and sequined pantsers, the risk takers and heartbreakers, the hapless, the rogue, and the hopeless romantics. Our time has come. Play bold at the new Southland Casino Hotel, just 7 minutes from downtown Memphis. Plan your stay at southlandcasino.com.
Mavs have cut the Grizzlies' lead to 10. Grizzlies still up 68-58 with 9:09 to play in the third quarter. The Mentoring Matters Summit of Tennessee, presented by Mentor Memphis Grizzlies, is back for its 4th year on May 8th through 10th. This 3-day conference focused on strengthening social connection through cultural humility is open for registration now. For more information, visit grizzliesfoundation.org/TN Summit. Eric?
Lead's been cut to 10 on 9 straight, as the Mavericks have taken advantage of some bad decisions by the Grizzlies after the Grizzlies got the first 2 of the quarter, Elliot Perry. And then no help defense on a pick and roll, wide open threes, offensive rebounds. And the Mavericks are right back in this one. Absolutely right back in striking distance.
No question about it. And early in this third quarter, still 9:09 to go in this third quarter. They're down 10, and that's always the magic number for a team is let's cut it to 10 and then see what we can do. Grizzlies are going to have to, again, play with a level of urgency starting right now, and that's where leadership comes into play.
.909 left.
And they have to realize one possession at a time. I mean, make sure that we get a good quality shot and then get back to playing good, solid defense.
Morant will walk it across the timeline as the clock ticks down to 9 minutes. Morant makes his move to the basket, drops it off for a rolling Zach Edey, and Edey dunks home too. A little hanging jump pass back to the middle. 6th assist for Morant to go along with 16 points and 5 rebounds. 70-58. Lob left side for Davis. Davis picked up by Jackson. Launches an 18-footer. It's short. Edey takes the rebound away from Derek Lively. Nice box out by the big man for his 8th board. Here's Moran into the front court. Picked up by Najee Marshall. Makes the hesitation move. Lobs to the rim again. Edey didn't know it was an alley-oop. Ja had the shot. Zach thought he was shooting it. Thompson thought about a sideline 3. Bain closes out. Thompson fires anyway, and he knocks it down. 9-point game, 70-61.
Again, just keep it simple. You don't have to be risky. You did that in the first half, Eric, where you just took what the defense gave you.
Pippen gets a wide-open straightaway 3 and answers. Ring it up, put 3 on the board. Nobody picked up Scottie Pippen, who's now got 10. Here's Marshall on the left wing. Lobs for Thompson, left sideline. Picked up by Pippen. Pippen poked it away. Thompson to the baseline. Little hanging fadeaway 12-footer is good. Thompson looking at the sideline like, how dare you guard me with a 6'1" guard. He's got 13 now. Pippen into the front court. Pippen with a screen on his right from Edey. Weaves back. He got fouled. He forces up a 15-footer, and they're going to say the foul was on the ground. That'll be the second on Dallas.
Like I said, I still think it's partially a mistake that you're not involving Jaren Jackson.
Not one bit.
Whether that's in pick and rolls, was pick and pop with him, or coming off those pick and rolls and then giving him an opportunity to operate in space. You got to keep him involved offensively in this game.
7:46 remaining in the third quarter, 73-63. 10-point Grizzly lead. Morant's got to get the ball in, does for Aldama. Aldama against the zone, hands it off, left wing Bain. Bain comes around an east screen to the top. 2 Mavericks on him. Back to Aldama, launches a 3 over Davis. It's going to be short. Rebound grab by P.J. Washington. Conchar snuck in. He gets a reaching foul. All of a sudden, Elliott, Grizzlies settling for 3s. Jumping passes, not being precise, running their offense. And it is gradually given the momentum to the Dallas Mavericks, who have cut a one-time 25-point lead down to 10. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third. Anthony Davis with 29 points. Shoulders in it. Aldama throws up a left-handed hook or a little floater with a left hand. It's no good. John Conchar with a big rebound right there. Conchar gives it for Bain on the left wing. Picked up by P.J. Washington. Washington giving Bain no space. Bain uses an Edey screen. Kicks it back to the top for Morant. 10 on the shot clock. Morant makes his move. Gets by Najee Marshall. Leans in with a left-hand finger roll. Too strong, but it's dunked home by Zach Edey, who's now got 11 points and 9 rebounds.
And that's where he's been really valuable on the offensive glass, and that's why his presence is so important.
Marshall to the left wing, Davis. Davis back to Marshall. One more right corner, Washington. Back to Marshall. 3 on the way. Got it. Little spacing game there. 9-point lead, 75-66. Morant up the left wing for Bain. Bain around an Aldama screen. He'll try a 3 to answer. It's no good. Rebound off the fingertips of Daniel Gafford. Quick trigger there. 6:35 remaining. Lob over the top, Davis. He lobs it up at the window. It's blocked by Edey. What a recovery by the rookie. Here's Morant on the push. Morant stops, jumps it to Aldama underneath, who lost the handle as Gafford got a hand on it. Davis is back down the other end, and Davis dunks home 2.
Got to finish that play.
75-68. Grizzlies had a fast break and tried for the highlight reel pass, and Aldama couldn't keep it away from Daniel Gafford. 7-point lead. Morant left baseline, pump fakes. Nowhere to go. Kicks it off to the left sideline, Bain. Bain's in the left corner, 8 on the shot clock, drives the baseline. Lost the handle, goes right to Najee Marshall. Another turnover. Here's Marshall into the front court. Marshall on the right wing, lobs it underneath on the right block, Gafford. For the trailer, Anthony Davis makes a move into the paint, feeds to the side for Gafford. Did they call a foul, or did they say the pass was just deflected out of bounds? Pass deflected out of bounds. Max Christie, Dante Exum checking in. Klay Thompson, P.J. Washington checking out.
I just think offensively you're out of sort, Eric, but you're trying to make the home run play every time. Just, again, keep it simple.
Marshall on the left wing around a Gafford screen. Marshall kicks to Davis. He'll tee up a 3. No good. Rebound taken by Bain. Gafford falls down. Conchar got the loose ball as Bain lost the handle for a moment and gives it for Bain. Back to Conchar. Wide open right wing 3. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. A much, much needed triple to push the lead back to 10. And Jason Kidd calls the timeout. 5:28 remaining in the third. 78-68. Grizzlies by 10 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
Big River Steel is on the edge of something big. That's why we're recruiting the best talent to help us develop the sustainable steel needed today and tomorrow. Ready to be a part of it? Visit www.bigriversteel.com/join-r-team. That's www.bigriversteel.com/join-r-team.
When it's time to make a stand, you need the strength to hold your ground and a bond that says, I got your back. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with robust fraud protection. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account by April 30th with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus and a chance to win Jaw shoes and other Grizz gear. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Life Care Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At Life Care, we wear our hearts with pride. Our passion is our people. We want you to love what you do and where you do it. Our employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. We invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that we serve. Join our incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Grizzlies lead the Mavericks by 10, up 78-68, 5:28 to play in the third quarter. Watch your Grizzlies your way with FanDuel Sports Network. No need for a full season subscription with the new single game purchase option. Catch any game you want with no commitment as the Grizzlies race into the playoffs. See all your viewing options at grizzlies.com/watch. Eric?
10-point Grizzly lead, 78-68. 5:28 remaining in the third. As this third quarter has really been controlled by the Mavericks. 19-12. And a moment ago, it was just a 7-point lead.
Yeah, big three by Conchar that time. Again, being able to get out in transition, keep the floor space, making the extra pass, Eric advancing the basketball, then Conchar having a wide open three-point shot, knocking that down. 5:28 left in this third quarter. See if they can get some consecutive stops. See if they can get out in transition. And again, try to get some easy basket as opposed to every time they've come down in this third quarter, it's been on the half court as opposed to that last possession.
So the Mavericks with it out of the timeout. Exum into the lane. A little running right-hand floater. Too strong. Here's the Grizzlies on the push. Morant ahead to Conchar. Beautiful fast break as Conchar lays it up and in. That's your shot nurse shot of the game. The shot nurse, the protection you need with a personal touch. Big-time break, and Morant picks up another assist. Exum to the right side. Najee Marshall. 12-point Grizzly lead, 80-68. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Marshall into the lane. Misses a right-hand floater. It rims out. It rattled down. It almost popped back in. Conchar clears the myth. He gives for Morant. Morant around the back dribble at the left elbow, spins back into the paint, lobs underneath for Bagley, who's wide open, and Bagley lays it in with the left hand.
Wow,
Morant another assist, and the dribble move to get free was magnificent. 7 straight for the Grizz, 82-68. Sorry, partner.
That's a big-time play.
Marshall into the lane, bounces for Davis. Davis catch and shoot right-hand floater, rattles around, falls down. Boy, how is it that the great ones get every bounce and roll?
That's what
it's
makes
absurd. Yeah, no doubt, right? 82-70. Morant lobs for Bagley. Dangerous play. Aldama picks up the loose ball, though. Gets into the paint. Kicks left corner Jackson. 3 on the way. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. A little break for the Grizz as a loose basketball found the hands of Santi Aldama, who found a wide open Jaren Jackson Jr.
Need a break every now and then. That's what happened in that first half. They were able to get those 50-50 balls.
Exum to Davis. Didn't take the 3. Davis to the right side, back to Exum. He'll tee up the 3. That's no good. It goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Grizzlies. Exum had a really good year shooting the 3, by the way. 43.4%. Didn't take a ton. 53 tries in 20 games. But if you're going to take him, you might as well make him. And Exum, who was never known as a three-point shooter. In fact, that was the big knock on him when he was the number 4 overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. And then he just had that horrific knee injury. Went to Cleveland, was out of the league, and the Mavericks brought him back.
Yep.
85-70, Grizzlies by 15, 3:45 remain. Morant around a Bagley screen. Kicks to the right side, Aldama. Didn't shoot the three. Drives at Exum, using his size. Bank shot attempt, too strong. Rebound taken by Bagley. Bagley reverse layup attempt is up and in. Marvin Bagley working the offensive glass and getting a second chance bucket for the Grizz. 87-70, Grizzlies by 17, a 12-2 run. Max Christie into the lane, little pull-up 12-footer is good. Christie now with 8 in the ball game. Cuts the lead back to 15, 3:17 left in the third. Morant working on Christie, crosses him over, into the lane he comes, puts on the brakes, lost the handle. It got poked away. Morant gets the loose ball, feeds it out Bagley. Bagley makes a move in the lane at Gafford, hangs, taps it up onto the window after the miss, and he missed the tap as well. He hung in the air. Gafford stayed straight up, missed the shot, but he tapped up his own miss. It wouldn't go. Williams from the top. Brandon Williams back in the ballgame. Goes at Jaren Jackson, draws contact, spins one in off the glass, and he gets fouled. Brandon Williams, who scored 31 against the Grizzlies earlier this season, has now hurt the Grizzlies at the end of the first quarter on the final shot, the end of the second quarter getting fouled, and right here with 2:53 remaining, a little isolation play, getting the bucket, and a chance to cut the lead to 12.
Yeah, and one thing about him is when he has the basketball in his hands, he's looking to score. He's not looking to pass the ball and be a facilitator.
No, he is a scorer. Out of Arizona, Brandon Williams. Knocks down the foul shot, 87-75. So just like that, 5 straight for the Mavericks after the Grizzlies have pushed the lead back to 17. 2:45 remaining. Bane catches, comes around a screen from Bagley, lost the handle. Bane just lost the basketball. Exum left sideline. Exum, he got away with a carry. Bounces to the left baseline for Davis. Davis into the left corner. Christie, open three, no good. Rebounded to Exum, out to Williams. Pump fakes a three. Back to Washington. He'll launch a sideline left three that's short. Rebound taken by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies are fortunate there. 2:20 remaining, 87-75. They lead by 12. Pippen and Bane along with Bagley, Aldama, and Jackson. Some length for the Grizzlies. Bane working at the top of the key. Comes into the paint. He got away with a travel. Gives for Aldama. Aldama to the left wing. Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. A tough triple for Triple J. 90-75. Grizzlies by 15. Jackson has 18 to lead the Grizz. All 5 starters in double figures. Anthony Davis gives for Max Christie. Christie with 8 off the bench. Gives to Davis. Davis a game-high 33. Davis with Bagley in front of him. Gives for Christie. Christie makes a move to the top. Gives back to Davis. Davis loses the handle going up, and Bagley is going to get whistled for the foul. Yeah, he fouled him. He fouled him. He bumps him right there. That's a foul. I'm sorry. Do not challenge this play. That was clearly a foul right there, and Davis lost the ball going up. I mean, I know they're letting him play physically, but you can't shoulder check the guy. Yep. I'm not mad at Marvin for it. He was just in a tough position.
Yeah.
But you don't challenge that play, and fans are looking at the replay or not looking at the replay, just wanting to boo. Davis at the line, first one on the way, got it. Anthony Davis with 34. Edey will check in for Bagley, who picked up his 3rd foul. Bagley with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Grizzlies with 20 points off the bench. Mavs, 20 points off the bench.
Great minutes by Marvin Bagley. I mean,
really
able
good
to throw that size in there.
Yep.
And good defense, Eric, but in the right spot offensively and able to be productive offensively for the Grizzlies.
Davis, second one, no good. Long rebound to Jaren Jackson, his 6th. Zach Edey has returned. It's Pippen, Bane, Aldama, Edey, and Jackson. So 3 7-footers on the floor for the Grizz. Jackson making a move at P.J. Washington. Running left hand. Push shot is good. He lost the handle going up. Still able to put it into the bucket. Grizzlies beating the Mavericks with some of their own game. A little size on the floor, while the Mavericks kind of more in the mid-size game. A few 6'6" players out there along with Brandon Williams. Christie to the right elbow. Pull up 15-footer. No good. Rebound grab by Jaren Jackson, his 7th. Grizzlies by 16, 92-76. Minute 5 remaining in the third. Win these final 62 seconds. Scottie Pippen on the right wing, picked up by Williams. Feeds to the left wing, and Williams got a handle on it. But again, that's another pass, Elliot, where the Grizzlies just make a pass. They don't secure it and make it crisply. They just kind of throw it, and defenders are right there.
Yeah, and the one thing I would do as a point guard is talking with Scottie Pippen is you can see Washington trying to front Jaren Jackson. I'm telling him to get in front of his guy and get on the post. I'm not going to give my dribble up until he gets in front of his guy so I can throw the ball to him on the post.
9 on the shot clock. Pippen on the right wing. Gives it for Jaren Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson down to 3. A little running right hand. Bank shot. He got it to go. He got Washington on his left shoulder. He went with a right hand dribble, and he banks it in.
And that's a great shot by Jaren Jackson because a lot of guys are trying to take away his left hand. They did a good job of that. He did a good job of going back right and finishing.
Back to an 18-point lead. Williams to Davis in the lane. Davis's floater is good. He's got 36. Jaren Jackson has 10 in the third. Each quarter has seen a different one of the 3 Grizzlies' best players, the stars, so to speak, shine. Bane was in the second quarter. Morant the first. Jaren in the third. Who's got it for the fourth? Grizzlies not going to try to force a 2-for-1. Mavericks will get the ball to start the fourth as well. 8 on the shot clock. Bane terminates the dribble, feeds for Edey. Edey going to the rim. He jams with one hand. 2 long strides for the big fella. Zach Edey dunks it home, and Jaren Jackson says, that's what you do, young fella. You attack the rim with your size.
He's absolutely right. You attack the rim with your size.
Exum working it in on Aldama. Kicks to the right corner, Washington. He gets a look at a 3. It's no good. Bane taps the rebound on the window. It was tapped up again, but the horn had sounded. They'll wave the basket off. They will talk about it. It did go in, but it looked like the basket. The ball had been tapped after the horn. They will talk about it. If it stands with no hoop, it is 96-78 Grizz going to the fourth. They could give the Mavericks 2 points here. They're going to count it as it stands. They'll review it, though. We'll tell you what happens when we come back. Grizzlies by 16, 96-80 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
With FedEx One Rate, you can ship to your student for a simple, predictable flat rate. Send a box full of home-baked treats that say, "Your father and I miss you." Or send a box full of instant noodles that says, "Your father and I would like you to stop asking us for money." Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx One Rate. 2-day shipping, one flat rate. Starting at $14.50. Visit FedEx.com/one-rate for details. Exclusions apply.
Grit and grind. It's more than a saying. It's a mindset found in our city, our culture, and our team. Because when we stand together, no one can match our hustle. Grizz Nation, let's get it. Ford knows that strong traditions like this start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies, only at your Mid-South Ford dealers. Based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
When it comes to instant things, you either like them or you don't. Like instant coffee, instant messaging, or instant potatoes.
Oh, these are awful. This tastes like paper mache.
But there's one instant thing we all agree on, and that's money.
Wow, this stuff is great. It's so green. Could I get some more?
So if you're a fan of instant money, play Instant Games. With 4 new games and chances to win up to $500,000, you could be on your way to some really fast fun. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
113. What does that number mean to you? For the Tennessee Department of Transportation, that's how many workers have been hit and killed on the highways. These men and women are out there every day, patching potholes, inspecting bridges, resurfacing, and widening roads to improve the lives of their fellow Tennesseans. This is National Work Zone Awareness Week. TDOT is asking you to work with us. Move over. Slow down.
1 quarter to play here at FedEx Forum, and the Grizzlies lead the Mavs 96-78. See music history being made at FedEx Forum on Sunday, September 21st, when Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills come together for the 4 Legends One Stage Tour. Don't miss 4 queens of R&B, soul, and pop. Share the stage for an unforgettable night of iconic music and timeless hits. Tickets are available now at Ticketmaster.com. Eric?
Shaka Khan, the famous "I Feel For You." Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan, I feel for you, yeah.
Because, baby, I love you. I love Zach Edey right now. As one listener, Tyler Darby said, shake and bake ziti.
I like that.
That's making me hungry, though.
Yeah.
Credit to Tyler Darby for now making me want Italian food after the game.
And the good thing about this is one of those games, Eric, and I think Oklahoma City, if you're able to advance, it's one of those series where he can play because they play big guys.
Yeah, they play Hartenstein.
And he's making this impact on both ends of the floor.
13-9 tonight for Zach Edey. They did wave the basket off, so it is an 18-point Grizzly lead. Marshall, Lively, Williams, Thompson, and Davis for the Mavericks who have the ball. Williams gets a handoff, top of the arc. Pump fakes a three, gets inside the foul line, running right-hand floater, or was it a pass? Went back to Williams, and he's fouled from behind on the layup by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies deflected the pass. It went right back to Williams, and Jaren will pick up his 4th personal foul. And he's got 22 points, but Williams now with 8, looking for 9. It's a good way to start for Jason Kidd's team. I think he was trying to lob it to Davis, and Edey just deflected it.
He was trying to lob it, to Davis, and it got deflected.
Right back to him, and Jaren committed the foul from behind. Williams completes the three-point play. He's 3 for 4 from the line. He's got 9 points. 23 bench points for the Mavericks, 20 for the Grizzlies. Right side, Pippen, picked up by Williams, gives for Jackson. He's got a team-high 22. Jackson working downhill at Davis, into the lane. Davis poked it right out of his hands. He baited Jaren into that one. 96-81, critical moments here. You got to maintain this lead for a couple of minutes. Don't let Dallas back in early. Marshall into the lane, little running right-hand floater. He wanted a foul. It's an air ball, rebounded by Desmond Bane, his 4th. Bane has 8 assists. He has 15 points. He spins. He loses 2 defenders with a brilliant dribble move and floats it up and in. Oh, a magical dribble move by Desmond Bane to lose 2 defenders, and he floats the ball into the bucket. 98-81. For someone who had lost a couple, that was pretty nice handles right there for one Desmond Bane. Thompson, a handoff from Lively, a turn and a shoot from the right wing, and he knocks it down with a triple try. 98-84. Klay Thompson needs no space. He knocks down his 4th three of the night. Bane working around an Edey screen. Jumps it to Pippen right sideline. Najee Marshall takes away space. Pippen fires the 3 as Marshall backed away, and Pippen hits. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board as Scottie Pippen knocks down another one. He's got 13. He's got 3 of 4 from 3. Bounce to Lively, going to the window. Misses the bank shot. Lively hasn't scored tonight. Edey had the rebound. Gets it out to Pippen. Zach Edey has a double-double. As Pippen comes around Williams pokes it away from behind. Lively touched it last clearly, and Lively was trying to say, Mavericks ball. Brother, you were the only one down there?
Yeah.
And knocked it out, and there was no one else near you, and everybody saw it. I like the effort, though.
Yep.
101-84.
Big-time shot by Scottie Pippen. I mean, you can see he's getting more and more comfortable, Eric, but not playing outside of himself.
Pippen inbounds for Bane, gets it back right corner, launches another 3. This one's no good. Conchar had the offensive rebound. It's knocked out of his hands by Lively, and the Grizzlies will get it back on the baseline with 10 on the shot clock. John Conchar came down, got the rebound. Lively poked it free, but it's Grizzlies basketball with 10:07 left to go. Pippen now 3 of 5 from 3. Grizzlies as a team 12 of 25 from long range tonight. Mavericks 10 for 31. Bane breaks to the right corner. Catch and shoot off balance 3. No good. Rebounded by Anthony Davis, his 8th to go along with the game high 36. Williams on the push gets to Thompson. Thompson a quick flip off the box with a right hand finger roll is good. 9:54 remaining. 15-point Grizzly lead. Bane gives for Edey. Gets it back. Jumps it to the right sideline. Conchar. Wide open 3 is way short. 9:45 left. Outlet pass from Davis to Najee Marshall. Grizzlies make the Mavericks work. Davis on the trail, a straightaway triple, no good. Edey the rebound in front of Lively, gives for Conchar. Bane didn't know Davis was behind him. He had it poked free, but it goes to Conchar. Conchar gets it across the timeline. Gives for Pippen with 9:25 left. 101-86, 4th quarter action. Grizzlies have led wire to wire. Pippen being held. And the whistle blows multiple times. I thought they might call an illegal screen on Edey, but they're going to call Brandon Williams, which is the right call.
Like this substitution, it looked like Bane, to me, feels like he's a little gassed and feels like he's rushing. Scottie Pippen Jr. coming out of the basketball with Jaren Jackson Jr. And then Santi and Ja coming in. So I like this substitution at this time.
Aldama and Morant back in. Conchar inbounds for Morant. Morant on the logo. Morant to his right. Now back to his right, a second screen set. Morant into the lane, at Lively, fades away from 10 and hits. Ja Morant's got 18. 9:10 left, big bucket for the Grizzlies. Pushes the lead right back to 17. Najee Marshall, deep right wing, around a Davis screen, top of the arc, moves back to his right, to the right elbow, back to his left, around another Davis screen, lobs to the rim for Davis. Davis tried to redirect, and we're going to get a blocking foul. As Davis missed a shot, they're going to call the blocking foul on who? Fans are booing. They're going to say Edey blocked, or Aldama. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Especially all of the contact that's been happening with Ja Morant in this game, and you call that. I know he's in the air, so typically benefit goes to the offensive player when he's in the air.
After all the things we've seen tonight, that was not nearly as much contact. But it is the fourth quarter, and they tighten it up a little bit. Davis knocks down the first. He's looking for 38 with these 2 free throws. He's 5 of 7 now. 8:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. 16-point Grizzly lead. Davis bounces once, fires, hits again. He's got 38. Grizzlies with more balance. Mavericks have the one player going off, and Thompson trying to follow with 18. Nobody else in double figures. Bane feeds for Edey at the foul line. Gets it back right elbow. 15-footer on the way. It's going to be too strong. Rebound loose, and a loose ball foul call on Edey. Edey not happy. And Edey just got oh, come on, Sean Wright. Come on, Sean Wright. He just teed up Zach Edey. Unless Edey said a magic word, that is not a playoff-level technical foul. Come on. I wouldn't challenge this. Oh, yeah, P.J. Washington shoved Zach Edey into Anthony Davis. A two-handed shove. That's why they're going to challenge it. He two-handed pushed him right into the back. 8:43 remaining. Tuomas Asalo has called a timeout to challenge the play. We'll see if they give it to him. 103-88. Grizzlies up 15 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
Cheer on the home team with a true 901 original, Pyro's Pizza. Born right here in Memphis, we're proud to serve up something for everyone. Whether it's a custom pizza, fresh salad, or tasty dessert, Pyro's has options for all diets, allergies, and cravings. Since 2013, we've been bringing friends and family together for fresh, delicious meals made just the way you like. Game night has never tasted better. Memphis style. Pyro's Fire Fresh Pizza. Check us out at pyrospizza.com for locations and our full menu.
Flu season is here. Protect yourself and your loved ones with a seasonal flu or senior flu shot at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy. Plus, it's free with most insurance. Or for groups of 10 or more, the nurse can come to you. Call 901-685-9999 or go to shotnurse.com to book your group appointment. The Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Looking for a place to get hyped before the game? Courtside Grill at the Westin Memphis Beale Street is the place. Try our specialty appetizers like alley-oop nachos layered with cheese, tomatoes, and jalapenos. The technical foul appetizer will mean you are in big trouble as you savor 6 big bites of wings. Fallon out tenders dipped in buttermilk served with fries will be worth it. And try our unlimited soup and salad for just $15. Snack on some chips and queso while you're waiting for that courtside burger. It's 7 ounces cooked to order served with fries. Dribble into flavor with our full court press cocktails, the ultimate shot for your taste buds. The fan favorite is the Slam Dunk drink, which will really get you hyped up. If you're hanging with your friends, a bucket of beer will do the trick, and a must try is that courtside lemonade that is a divine cocktail for the ladies. After all the fun at courtside, jump into our heavenly bed for a restful night. Courtside Grill just across the street from the FedEx Forum. See it, the only destination before and after the game. It's all fun at Courtside Grill.
8:43 to play. Grizzlies lead the Mavericks 103-88. Unlock last-minute ticket offers with buzzer beaters presented by Kroger. These game day text alerts offer exclusive discounts unavailable anywhere else, so don't miss out. Sign up today at grizzlies.com/buzzerbeater. Eric.
We're awaiting David Guthrie to wait for the in-game presentation crew to tone it down a little bit so he can make the announcement to the crowd. So the Grizzlies, it looked like from what I saw on the replay that P.J. Washington gave a two-handed shove to Zach Edey.
Yep.
Before he made contact with Anthony Davis. He was pushed into him.
After replay review, there is a loose ball foul on Washington that occurs prior to any other contact. It's clear and conclusive that he pushes Edey in the back. Therefore, the challenge will be successful. Memphis will retain their second.
However, Zach Edey got teed up on a quick trigger by Sean Wright. I mean, I don't know what he said, so obviously Sean Wright, the veteran official, felt like it was enough to tee up the rookie.
Yeah, it's just a matter now of finishing this basketball game, staying engaged offensively, taking good shots, taking care of the basketball, not turning it over, and then defending the three-point line down the stretch. That's one quick way they can get back in this basketball game.
So Thompson will go to the line for the technical foul shot. He's a fantastic free throw shooter that just rimmed one out. Wow. Off the front of the iron, Klay Thompson, 90.5% on the year. 8:43 remaining. That didn't even come close. I'm trying to see the replay and see if we can read the lips of Zach Edey, if there's a word we can't say over the airwaves, but I haven't seen it yet when I look at the replays. So I don't know why Sean Wright felt the need to tee up Zach Edey. I'm sure he had his reasons. It didn't hurt the Grizzlies, though, as Morant inbounds for Bane. Bane back to Morant, left wing. Morant turns the corner to the left baseline, puts on the brakes. Hop back 12-footer is going to be short. Rebounded by P.J. Washington, 8:33 remaining here in the ball game. Washington down the left side of the paint. Can't get it to Klay Thompson. Kicks back to the logo for Davis. Davis to the right wing for Najee Marshall. Marshall towards the right baseline. Marshall, cross-court feed Washington. Edey closed out. Washington gives to Davis. He's open from three. He'll launch. It's an air ball. He's a 30% three-point shooter, and Anthony Davis is clutching his right leg. He might have landed awkwardly there. He is walking right off the court, Elliot.
No, he was hurt before that. That's what I was saying. Davis was hurt. He was asking Jason Kidd to come out of the basketball game even before he took that shot.
Oh, my gosh. That would be a huge turn. He is clutching his right knee. 8:12 remaining. Najee Marshall and Davis check out. Williams and Christie check in. Jason Kidd's going to have to try to speed this up. Bane around an Edey screen, launches a three. Ring it up. Put three on the board. Desmond Bane has 20. He's got his third three of the ball game. 106-88. A big three for the Grizz with under 8 minutes to go. They go back up 18. Christie around a Lively screen. Christie cross-court feed to Williams, and that one goes 4 rows in. Did the Mavericks get a message that said if you throw it 4 rows into the crowd, you get a prize? Because that's the third time they've done it tonight, at least the second.
I don't know, but I'll take it. We'll give them the prize.
The fan knows they have to give the basketball back, though, right? This isn't baseball. You don't get to keep the loose balls.
They should do that every now and again.
No! Basketballs are expensive, Sox. Hey. Baseballs are now, too, by the way. Someone running around with youth baseball teams. Morant lobs it in for Zach Edey. Edey hands it off for Bane. 106-88. Bane drives to the bucket. Running finger roll high off the glass and into the bucket. A tough angle finger roll for Desmond Bane, who's got 22. Right side, Christie is bumped and fouled by Desmond Bane. Bane is kind of trying to get in the head of Christie a little bit, walking around him as the Grizzlies push the lead back to 20.
That's a big-time shot. I mean,
that is so
that shot
difficult.
He made was a big-time shot.
So difficult. Grizzlies with 28 assists tonight. 9 for Bane, 8 for Morant. Inbounds comes for Lively. Lively, right elbow extended. Fakes a handoff, now gives it to Williams on a cut. Williams back to Lively. Morant nearly a steal. Lively gives it to Christie. 3 from the sideline is good. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Christie had the opening and took it. didn't hesitate. Max Christie getting an opportunity he did not get with the Lakers, and he's playing a little bit more here in Dallas, and he's been productive since the trade. Morant waiting to pick it up. Now he does. Makes his move at Washington. Downhill he goes with a left-hand dribble. Length of the floor. Kicks to Conchar. To the top to Aldama. One more for Bane. It was open. Brandon Williams scrambling. Makes a tremendous deflection out of bounds. The ball hit a very expensive beverage for that gentleman in the front row. I am sorry, sir. There are no refunds on spillage when you have your drink on the floor. You should have your drink in your hands at all times when you're sitting courtside, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever sat courtside?
I have.
Like for a game and spectated, not courtside on an NBA bench?
No, spectated, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're big time.
No, that's not big time.
That is big time.
Hey, look,
I've never done
paid
it.
paid for courtside seats.
It's because you're big time.
No, that's not big time. Hey.
You're big time.
Went back to Phoenix.
You know what I want?
You know what I want?
When we hang it up? When we hang up the microphones, I want one night where you and I sit courtside at an NBA basketball
I love that.
game.
I would love
I'll
that.
buy my ticket.
Yeah.
But when we retire
work
from
it out.
this,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Done deal.
Bane at the foul line, step back 16-footer. The rebound grabbed by P.J. Washington as it just rimmed out. Washington a feet up ahead. Bane intercepts it, but he throws it right back to Washington to avoid falling out of bounds. Washington to Williams, left corner three. That's going to miss. Rebounded by Bane. 6:39 remaining. The clock quickly becoming the ally of the Grizz. Morant up ahead for Aldama. He saves it behind his back to Conchar. Gives for Bane. Bane is fouled on his move to the basket. No, I don't think he was in the gather. Grizzlies are trying to say it's free throws. I agree with Courtney Kirkland. I thought it was on the dribble move. Do we invite Michael Wallace?
Yeah, we might invite him, Doug. Yeah.
Jessica's definitely coming. Your husband, it's not a Warriors game, so your husband can't come. He's not allowed.
So we got the whole squad.
We're going to have the whole squad. We make these promises. Who knows what will happen? Aldama takes the inbounds pass, bounces for Jaren Jackson. Jackson can't get the shot away on Lively. Turns back to his left-handed hook, and it rattles in and out. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Zach Edey. Good move by Jaren Jackson right there to get the shot away. 9 for 16 from the field. Grizzlies as a team, 43 of 87 now. Jackson and Bane each with 22, Morant with 18. 108-91 is more important to the Grizzlies now. They are up by 17. They have been good throughout most of this game, just about the entirety of the game. They let the Mavericks back in for a moment. Mavericks cut it to 7 in the third, but the Grizzlies now back up by 17. Williams had it poked away from behind. Ooh. Oh, a late whistle from David Guthrie. Guthrie says that Morant committed the foul on that wraparound poke away.
That's no foul.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, he got him on the arm. That's the right call. And David Guthrie had the angle. John Morant hit the left tricep of Brandon Williams. So it didn't quite get all the way to the basketball. Williams got a good wingspan. He's got a chance to be decent. Comes around a screen from Davis to the top of the key. He gives to Davis, and Davis knocks down the jumper. Davis looks hobbled, though, man. You got to go at him. Whoever he's guarding, you got to go at him.
And you think about this, he feels like he has to play because of the Luka trade. Other than that, AD would not be playing right now.
No, he is hot. He's hobbled.
Sit out.
Man, I don't know. 15-point lead. He's got 38 in the game. Morant working on Williams. Makes his move into the lane. Hangs. Lobs it up for Edey. Oh, it was a pass. And Edey jams with two hands as Morant was going, yo, dude, what are you waiting for? You knew I was going to throw it to you. Edey dunks home two more. Morant with his 10th assist. Top of the arc, Davis gives for Thompson. Thompson loses the handle. Conchar gets a breakout, lobs it off the glass. Jackson flushes. Home a two-handed jam. They're rocking inside FedEx Forum. A steal and a breakout. Jackson dunks home the deuce, and the Grizzlies now lead by 19. They can smell round one action. They're thinking Oklahoma City. They got 5:22 standing between them in a Game 1 matchup Sunday afternoon at the Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City. 112-93, Grizzlies by 19. Timeout Mavericks on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
There's work being done and changes being made in Memphis. The Memphis Police Department is working hard to protect the peace, the pride, and the people of our city, to realize our greatness together, doing jobs that matter for ourselves, our families, and our community. If you're ready to work for change and not just wait for change, we need you in a challenging and financially rewarding career with the Memphis Police Department. Become the change. Visit joinmpd.com and apply today.
Most people think when it comes to choosing a bank, you either go big or go small. But with First Horizon, you don't have to choose because you get the best of both. Big bank reach with a powerful network of banking centers, ATMs, and online tools, so you can bank anywhere, anytime. And small bank roots with local decision makers big banks often overlook, meaning someone who gets you, your plans, and the place you call home. Or if you're looking to grow your business, First Horizon brings big bank size to serve complex capital needs. But we also have a small bank heart, connecting and collaborating to build trust and take care of you. It's everything you need from a big bank, plus everything you want from a small bank, creating a financial experience unlike anything else. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all to help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall. Member FDIC.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets. You can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Grizzlies 112, Mavericks 93, 5:22 to play in tonight's action here at FedEx Forum. Unlock exclusive student ticket pricing with Grizzlies student ticket program presented by Big River Steel. All you need is a .edu email and boom, you are in. Sign up for student ticket offers before the next Grizz game at grizzlies.com/students. Eric?
5 minutes, 22 seconds remain. Grizzlies, after a tough loss in San Francisco, return home. They have led wire to wire alongside Jessica Benson and Elliot Perry. If you're just tuning in on satellite radio, I am Eric Hasseltine. We are happy to welcome you to FedEx Forum. Those of you along the radio network, we appreciate your support. And the Grizzlies right now trying to make a return to the postseason after an injury-plagued 2023 and 2024. Ja Morant with 18 points and 9 assists. I incorrectly gave him credit for a 10th. I thought they didn't realize they had changed the score, but 29 assists for the Grizzlies as a team. Bane and Morant each with 9. All 5 starters in double figures. Give a big shout out to my old high school buddy Joseph Grijalva listening and watching the feed, listening on satellite radio. 112-93. Here's Brandon Williams. Drive down the right side of the paint. Running finger roll is good. Mavericks needed that basket. They get it. Marvin Bagley has returned. Elliott, he has been good in his limited minutes, 11 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. It's Morant, Pippen, Bagley, Jackson, and Aldama. Morant into the paint, gets hammered in midair. They say the ball is off of Morant? Daniel Gafford made a lot of body contact. Morant did not get the whistle, 112-95. Tuomas Asalo is telling him, hey, you got to defend, but he's yelling at the officials as well. He's standing up for his players, and he should. Williams inside the foul line. Bounces out for Martin. Martin gives for Thompson. Catch and shoot. 3 is short. Rebounded by Scottie Pippen. Every second that ticks away is a second closer to the Grizzlies, wrapping this one up and heading to Oklahoma City to face the #1 seed and top team in the NBA wins-wise with 68 of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, a record for points differential. But the Grizzlies played them tough until the final minutes on more than one occasion. Morant on the left wing, a feed from Pippen. He launches a 3. It's no good. Aldama pushes away from Thompson, grabs an offensive rebound. Santi makes a move into the lane, bounces to Jaren Jackson. He'll jump it back to Aldama. Aldama makes a move at Thompson, spins, hangs off the left foot. Floater is good. Santi Aldama with the bucket. He's got 11. 6 Grizzlies in double figures. 4 minutes remaining. The Grizzlies up 19. Here's Thompson on the right wing. Thompson with a left-hand dribble around a Gafford screen to the left elbow. He'll lean in for a running left-hand bank shot that's no good. Bagley the rebound. The Grizzlies can smell it. They're getting closer. Pippen for Bagley. Back to Pippen. He's on the left wing, comes to the top of the arc. He's left alone, didn't take the three. Gives for Morant. Morant with 10 on the shot clock. The Grizz are working the clock really well right now. Morant with a dribble move at Brandon Williams. Spins into the paint. Hangs, floats, gets fouled. Boy, how did he stay in the air that long? That is just next level athleticism.
Yeah. I mean, again, he can make something out of nothing, Eric. Low shot clock situation, you put the basketball in your best player's hand, and because he's so creative, he can make something out of nothing. Finds himself at the free throw line now, but we've seen him make baskets in low shot clock situations like this.
Elliot, it's just like he jumps, and it's like he doesn't come. He gets suspended. It's not like he's jumping like a high jumper. He gets to the same point, but he just stays there. It's like zero gravity.
Athletic.
That's a good word for it. You think?
The kid is amazing.
He knocks down the first free throw.
And I talked about before the game is Jessica and I were talking about the X factor of this basketball game. I mentioned Jaren Jackson being the X factor in this game. I thought he had to have a really big game for them to be successful tonight, and he's come out. He's played well.
24-7-4 for Jaren Jackson tonight. Morant makes them both. It's a 21-point Grizzly lead. Williams into the lane, goes at Bagley, lays it up and in with the right hand. Brandon Williams with 13. Well, the Grizzlies are just waiting, like letting the clock bleed. That was smart. Morant just took 3 or 4 seconds off the clock by handing the ball to Courtney Kirkland. They don't stop the clock until it's 2 minutes. Lob ahead for Jaren Jackson. Jackson with 3:05 remaining in the game. Grizzlies up by 19. Jackson spins, turnaround right-handed hook. Missed it. Rebound taken by Gafford. Up ahead, Caleb Martin. Martin will bring it into the front court. Martin goes at Morant. Hits him in the face with the ball. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And if they call a foul on Ja Morant, boy, that's a tough way to take a foul.
And he can't get a foul call, and they call a foul on him right there.
He got hit in the face with the ball.
Basically retreating.
Yeah. Tuamasi Asalo is going to challenge this, and I like that. Because he gets hit right. Oh, he gets hit by the elbow.
I mean, he's retreating. He didn't even foul the guy.
2:54 remaining in the ball game. Timeout taken by the Grizz. We'll take a quick break here in Memphis. 116-97. The challenge is underway on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
BetMGM, official sportsbook partner of the Memphis Grizzlies, invites you to take your shot this hoop season. So grab the rock and be a part of the action this year. Register with BetMGM today and get instant access to a ton of basketball betting options, including player props, parlays, live betting, and the best daily promotions in the business. Elevate the excitement of Memphis basketball and take the court with the sportsbook born in Vegas. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Tennessee only. For problem gambling support, call the Tennessee Red Line at 800-889-9789.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evening, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
I mean, we're looking at the replay center review. I don't see any contact from Morant before Martin catches him with the left elbow. It wasn't intentional, but how you call a guy? What's the foul call there? You got your jaw in his way?
Yeah.
And after the contact to the face, Morant does reach across and make contact with Martin's left arm, but he got hit square. 2:54 remaining. David Guthrie talks it over with Courtney Kirkland and Sean Wright, a veteran crew.
After replay review, Martin elevates his arms and makes contact with Morant in the face before any defensive foul. So it's clear and conclusive that there is an offensive foul first. The play will be overturned. The challenge is successful. Even though the challenge is successful, they will still be charged with timeout.
The Grizzlies are out of timeouts, or out of challenges. I don't think they care. They're down to one timeout. Also, don't think they care.
No, not right now.
You're up by 19 and you get the ball back. That may have just sealed it. May have just put the icing on the cake. So the turnover gives it to the Grizzlies. 11 turnovers tonight for the Grizz. 15 for the Mavericks. That's a big swing from 20 against the Golden State Warriors. Or now 14, I guess, for the Mavericks. I'm sorry, I thought they hadn't updated that. Morant around a Pippen screen to the high left post. Little floater with the right hand, no good. He elevated and tapped in his own miss off the window. Ja Morant with 22. Wow. That will 100% do it. 2:24 remaining. Grizzlies are going to be on their way to Oklahoma City. We'll give you all the updated information on that series here once the clock strikes down to 0. Najee Marshall in the lane. Little floater turnaround from 12 is good. Marshall, who's been relatively quiet, gets into double figures with that one. Anthony Davis finished with 40 in 37 minutes. But he's not on the floor right now as he had a knee issue on his right knee. Was clearly clutching that when he went to the bench. Morant around a Pippen screen. Morant to the right side. Ball fakes. Runner. Blocked. And Marshall tried to save it. And boy, that should be a fresh 24 for the Grizzlies because Marshall had possession of it and then threw it out of bounds. They're going to say it's timeout taken by the Grizzlies. I think they're going to do this to get their guys out of the ball game. Let's take a 10-second pause for station identification as you listen to the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Hey, this is Brian Geltzeiler. Wake up early with me in 2007 NBA Coach of the Year Sam Mitchell every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we break down everything NBA on Channel 86.
118-99, Grizzlies by 19. As the towels get waved. And the fans are jumping around. Always a fun scene inside the FedEx Forum. And here comes the tradition. Whoop that trick.
That's always a classic.
Yeah, it works. This place is rocking right now. 1:49 remaining. Grizzlies empty the bench. Lamar Stevens, Gigi Jackson, Jay Huff, Vince Williams join Marvin Bagley. Going to take Ja Morant, Scottie Pippen, Jaren Jackson, and Santi Aldama out of the game.
And, Eric, I'll make this point right here because I think it's important, particularly for the Dallas Mavericks team. You had Washington, Gafford, and Lively. And you throw Dinwiddie in there, only 3 points for those 4 guys. I mean, you talk about P.J. Washington having 0 points. You talk about Lively having 0 points, and Gafford only having 3. I mean, they need those guys to be productive. Grizzly did a good job tonight.
Lamar Stevens drives right baseline, tries to lob it up at Christie. Christie blocks the shot easily. It'll stay with the Grizz. 17 on the shot clock. Inbounds comes for Stevens. Stevens backs it out straight away. Stevens going to hand it off for Vince Williams Jr. Vince, right side, has it poked away from behind, and these 92 seconds may take 92 minutes the way we're going now. Grizzlies will advance and take on Oklahoma City.
And that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want them to come out here and lose this basketball game. I want them to come out here, compete, play Oklahoma City, and their young guys are going to gain some valuable experience.
Gigi Jackson will launch a right wing 3 with a shot clock winding down. It goes out of bounds. It was an air ball. It'll go to Dallas. Yeah, I'm with you. So, Gafford in between the circles. He'll hand it off for Max Christie. Christie to the right side for Caleb Martin. His 3 no good. Rebounded by Gigi Jackson. 118-99. Jackson into the front court. Jackson to the left side for Lamar Stevens. Earlier today, or tonight I should say, Miami became the first 10 seed to advance. Dallas will not join them. Bagley, a left corner 3 is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Williams. 47 seconds remaining. Williams into the lane, lobs for Gafford. Gafford throws it down with the right hand. I like Gafford, but
I like Gafford a lot.
He didn't really see any action tonight. 18 minutes. And he's 2 for 2 for 5 points. 40 seconds left. I'd imagine Lamar Stevens may dribble this one out. He will. And this one going to go the way of the Grizz, 118-101. Let's see if Dallas tries to score one more time or not. Horn sounds on the shot clock violation. And it will be
good foul.
A drive and a foul.
I always fouled guys when guys try to
take an extra.
Yeah, going like he seems like he was going to drill the clock out, then he tried to go and score. I know they're down, but I always foul guys and not let them get the play off.
Yeah, I would say that too. So
it's going to be an interesting offseason for the Dallas Mavericks this year. I mean, obviously they want to get Kyrie Irving back healthy, AD back healthy, but it'd be interesting to see some of the moves that Nico Harris makes.
Free throws for Najee Marshall are good, and now we get a whistle and another foul on Brandon Williams. Why are you calling a foul? Come on now.
And shooting foul, man. Like,
right,
come on,
exactly.
ref. Don't even make that call.
It's just
been in the league long enough not to make
silliness.
That call. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. As G.G. Jackson will knock down the first. I'm just delaying the inevitable here. Can tell you that the first game will be Sunday at noon. Then they will play Tuesday. And it will be Oklahoma City and the Grizzlies. A right sideline three at the buzzer is good after G.G. Jackson made it 120-103. Brandon Williams makes it 120-106. Now Brandon Williams is John at the Grizzly bench. You're frustrated. There it is. Now everybody got to separate everybody else. Zeros on the clock. Streamers from the rafters. The Grizzlies will advance to the first round to take on Oklahoma City. Game 1 is Sunday at noon. Game 2 is Tuesday at 6:30. Game 3 is Thursday here. Game 4 is Saturday. And after that, Game 5 would be Monday in Oklahoma City. A little layoff in between those two. Players shaking hands. Zach Edey is going to join us on the post game here. Zach, we appreciate you. We won't take too much time from celebration here. Great win by your ball club. Talk about the mindset coming in. You jumped out right from the word go, and you guys took really good care of the basketball, plus defended the paint well. Talk about what you guys worked on getting ready for this one.
Same thing we always do, just go get one. That was our mindset going into this. We knew it was a big game, but just go get one.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your approach to the game. I mean, you've been really playing well, over this last month, really. You've been really playing well. Talk about the mindset, even though this is the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of people had a lot of things to say about me last game. I just wanted to come out here, do what I do usually, and get a win.
I thought you played well in the last game.
Me too.
I thought you played well, yeah. A double-double tonight. You look like you're really, really comfortable with this group. And when John Morant can throw you alley-oops, it makes it well. But we talked about the one where you saw an opening and attacked the basket. It looks like that confidence is flowing for you.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, just like last month, just been building and building and building. And I feel real good where I'm at right now.
Congratulations on the win.
Man.
In playoff basketball, there's nothing quite like it. I know you participated in the Final Four. I think you're going to love it when you get to that first-round game on Sunday against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I love it.
See you on the plane tomorrow, my friend.
I'll see you then.
All right, Zach Edey, 15 points, 11 rebounds tonight. We'll take a timeout. The final tonight here in Memphis, 120-106. Grizzlies by 14. The postgame show comes your way next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's the end of tonight's game. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we'll break down tonight's game and wrap things up with tonight's Grizzlies postgame show. Next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
With FedEx One Rate, you can ship to your student for a simple, predictable flat rate. Send a box full of home-baked treats that say, "Your father and I miss you." Or send a box full of instant noodles that says, "Your father and I would like you to stop asking us for money." Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx One Rate. 2-day shipping, one flat rate. Starting at $14.50. Visit FedEx.com/OneRate for details. Exclusions apply.
Grit and grind. It's more than a saying. It's a mindset found in our city, our culture, and our team. Because when we stand together, no one can match our hustle. Grizz Nation, let's get it. Ford knows that strong traditions like this start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies, only at your Mid-South Ford dealers. Based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
It's time for tonight's Memphis Grizzlies postgame show. Coming up, we'll break down tonight's...
Hey, you! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to SickKids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
Player of the Game International Paper, proud partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. I think I'm with you. As much as I think Ja was fantastic and Dez with the 9 assists, I thought Jaren Jackson Jr. was really good tonight on 10 of 18. He had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He had a block. Zach Edey, the double-double. I'm just going to go the whole starting five. The whole starting five completely outplayed the Mavericks starting five. All 5 guys in double figures. All 5 players making 5 or more shots. They all registered an assist. They all registered multiple rebounds. They played as a really cohesive group tonight. And then Santi Aldama off the bench. And how about the minutes from Marvin Bagley? He was really, really solid in the time he was on the floor. And that was nice to see, because you're going to need some help in the front court against that really good Oklahoma City front line.
Well, and one of the things I talked to Jess about is finding a guy off the bench that really hadn't been in the rotation or getting a lot of minutes, Eric, that can play in this playoff game and help you. And so he did that with Marvin Bagley tonight. He came in the basketball game. He stayed within himself. He scored around the basket. And more importantly, because he has that big body, he was able to provide some defense for the Memphis Grizzlies. I still say when you look at this Dallas Mavericks team, defensively the Grizzlies did a good job. But you talk about P.J. Washington, who's a guy who could put up 25 points, 20 or more points at any given night, having 0 points. Gafford only having 5 points. And then Lively, we know a lot of lobs, a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of baskets around the rim, had 0 points as well. And so Grizzlies just did a good job of not allowing them to get a lot of those extra shots and easy baskets around the basket.
Grizzlies win it tonight, 120-106. I will see you for Game 3, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah? You could do a couple more.
Let's do it.
Minimum. Let's make it a couple more series for that matter. Grizzlies win it 120-106 tonight over the Dallas Mavericks. They will advance and take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. That game on Sunday, Game 1, is at 12 noon, 11:30 pregame show. Gary Darby will have that. Jessica Benson will be back up here momentarily. We'll hear from coaches and players at the podium in the back as the postgame show will continue. Grizzlies win it tonight 120-106. For Elliot Perry, I'm Eric Hasseltine. Thanks for being with us late into this Good Friday night. Enjoy your Saturday. We will talk to you on Easter Sunday from Oklahoma City. Grizzlies advance with a 120-106 win over the Dallas Mavericks on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get